Hello everyone, my name is Gavin, or at least that's what I'm calling myself, and welcome back to a brand new stream game. This was actually meant to be, I was thinking I was going to do this last week, and then I couldn't get the software I needed running in time, had a couple extra hoops to jump through, so wound up panicking and doing Four Swords Adventures instead, which, fun enough for one stream, don't think I'm going to continue. It's just started to feel kind of samey after a while. It's not really my jam. But this one is like, weirdly enough, another licensed game like Toy Story 2, though. I actually had this one when I was young. I actually beat it once or twice. Played it a bunch. Can't remember how good it actually is objectively, but I remember it being pretty fun, though. It's like, definitely not like the best Scooby-Doo game, even the best Scooby-Doo game on the GameCube, though I'll be playing the PlayStation version because that was the only one I could get working on this thing. But yeah, like pretty much anybody who knows about Scooby-Doo games, they'll tell you off the top of their head, Night of 100 Frights is the best one, and to be fair, I have played that one too, and it is amazing. Not like Game of the Year or anything, but a surprisingly really solid 3D platformer collectathon kind of thing. This one's a bit different, though. So, honestly, it's more in the Luigi's Mansion vein, if there's really a word for that kind of genre. Is ghost-busting a game genre? Well, I guess it is, if there's more than one of them. But, man, if I can ever figure out a good way to play it on here, I'd love to play the old, there was like a Ghostbusters game. I have to see if I can figure out how to capture footage from PS3 and then actually get a PS3 copy, because I only ever played the Wii version that sucks. But yeah, I remember that being really cool, and I'd love to play that again sometime. But, anyway, let's see if we can get this working. So, hope I've dotted all my T's and crossed my I's. Man, I wish I had a VTuber model so I could actually, like, cross my I's. The tracker would probably be able to do that, right? I don't know, probably not. Honestly, probably... We all know how my brain works. It's probably best if I don't have an eye tracker at any given time. I do not want you to know exactly what I'm staring at any given scene of a video game. Anyway, speaking of video game. Oh, also, full disclosure, I've actually got a little mini guide up on another monitor. I'm gonna be trying to get all the little collectibles. Also, I'm gonna mash through that real quick because I feel like we're gonna get copyright nailed on that. Just checking the volume. But yeah, this is Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem, the second Scooby-Doo video game in like the GameCube, Xbox, PS2 era, I think. So, let's see. Yeah, let me just make sure I've got all the, any options that need... Oh wow, the triangle is the cancel button here. That's weird. Alright. Let's see. They're probably good. I can probably just change the camera inversion later if I need to. Yeah, let's give this a shot. Episode 1, The Haunting of Hambridge. Yeah, I remember this one being the tutorial level pretty much. Not really a ton to do here. That's like, it doesn't get particularly hard until later. There's a couple sections in like the 3rd and 4th levels that are like obnoxious vehicle minigames that suck. Anyway, here's the most Scooby-Doo looking security guard ever. And there goes the most Scooby-Doo looking security guard ever, doing what Scooby-Doo security guards do when presented with ghosts.
All right, we're almost there.
Where? In the mall shop?
Don't you guys ever think of anything else?
Sure, like sometimes we think of breakfast. Or lunch.
Yeah, lunch.
So what's the story this time?
My old neighborhood librarian, Mr. Dinsdale, has just been put in charge of the Hambridge University Library. But it seems the library is full of ghosts.
Ghosts? A haunted library? Interesting.
Yeah, you know what I can't think of Dinsdale seriously, because just basically, what was that Monty Python sketch? The Piranha Brothers?
Velma Dinkley,
like,
you're late. And speaking of late, you still owe a $2 late charge on the Junior Detective Handbook.
But that was in the 4th grade.
We'll solve this matter later, Miss Dinkley. Now, it seems that you and your friends have made quite a name for yourselves.
Yeah, that was it, the
with
Piranha
ghouls
Brothers.
and
Doug and
ghosts.
Dinsdale Piranha.
We always get our monster.
Or man in a monster suit, as it usually turns out.
Is that so?
Oh yeah, ghosts are real
Or
again.
maybe not.
Okay, gang, you know the drill.
You'd think after
Let's
all the
split up and
times
get
in
to the bottom of this mystery. Shaggy, you and Scooby check out the basement.
Hey, like why do we always get the
I'm
basement?
gonna hold off while they're talking here, but
Like no way. There's always freaky stuff in basements.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but we've lost the key to the basement.
See, we can't go. There's no key.
hello,
Allow me to
suspicious
introduce
background
Walter
character.
Peabody, my assistant. He's in charge of restoring old books.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Peabody.
The pleasure is all mine.
A missing key? Let's keep an
I
eye
don't
out
think
for
it's
it,
spoilers
guys.
to say it's
Yeah,
him, is
well,
it?
you can look out
Like-
for keys. We're looking out for ghosts.
Well,
The insignificant minor side character next to the person they already know. It's always him, right? But, yeah, what I was going to say is that you would think they would be less surprised by the ghosts being real by now, wouldn't you? It's like
You go look around, Scoob. I'll wait here.
if it was, like, original... I'm sorry, hold on.
Coward? Me? Why, I resent that. I have sensitive nerves.
Alright, I'm going to just walk while they're talking.
Boldly go through that door over there.
But, yeah, where was I? Oh, hold on. Do I need to invert the camera? Because that looks like it's a weird direction. Hold on. Yeah, camera direction is just left and right or inverted for some reason. So that's gonna bother me all game. Anyway, there. We actually get in any of these doors? I don't think. Yeah, no, we're still on the railway. But yeah, I was gonna say, it's like you would think they'd be less surprised at the ghosts being real by this point, because like if this was original, Where Are You, Scooby-Doo? That and all they've dealt with at this point is just like dudes in sheets. That'd be one thing. But like, come on, the movies have happened. There's been like multiple spin-off series. Like they've been to Zombie Island at this point of the timeline, right? With the cat werewolves that suck people's life force or whatever. There's like there was an entire show called The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo where they fought and captured actual ghosts. Like,
Look, Scoob, a camera. Want to take a picture to keep as a souvenir?
Yeah.
like canonically, Shaggy has like ridden in like the ghost wacky races with like werewolves against Dracula or something, like taught at a ghost school that has like pretty sure he like donated his like Confederate great-grandfather's mansion to like homeless ghosts or something. Like this is like You should know this by this point.
Like
Anyway.
Ruby.
Anyway, save point. Yeah, sure. Do that. Anyway, so at this point in the game, we can't really engage in, like, the primary mechanic. We can't...
Hey, maybe we can put these on to confuse the ghosts.
Yeah, like they're saying here,
Like, look at that,
you
Scooby.
can't really
Ghost.
fight the ghosts, you just kind of have to sneak past them at this point.
Reggie, a clue. Like you're right, Scoob. This
Now we got clues that we can show Velma. Also, those Scooby snacks are like, are just health pickups, I believe. Yeah, avoid that guy down there. And head in here.
Wow, this room is a mess. Well, maybe we can find some food on top of these crates.
Yeah, so very much still in tutorial heck here. Just see here. And then we can do over here. Okay, well, we can't see on top of this stack of crates, and we can climb it, so there's got to be something important up here, right? Yep, thought so.
Raggy, look! Is it a cookbook? Oh, it's a clue.
Hold on. Beep. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember this part of the game. So, I remember bits and pieces of this. I feel like I remember most of it. I'm just kind of going by what I can remember, and also like my little collectible guide over here. Anyway, Chad, let me know if you enjoy this game, because like I had fun with it. We're just not in a very interesting part of it yet. This is still... It's surprisingly late into this level that you actually get to the thing that the entire game is built around. I'm trying to see if there's like anything over here we need to grab, or... Oh wait, no, we got the key, didn't we? Was spaced out, totally spaced out.
Great! You found a clue. Remember, at any time you can look at all your clues in this episode file. Get enough clues and you'll unlock special bonuses too.
So, yeah, we'll see here. Got
That seems to be a young Alan
Oh,
Dinsdale
please.
in Washington, D.C. You can see the Capitol in the background.
Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, this becomes relevant like way later, like end of the game way later.
This was probably addressed to Walter Peabody. It says, package received. Check is in the mail. SD.
Right. Can't remember what that acronym stands for, but yeah, that's all we got right now. So those are our two collectibles of this. The clues are one of our types of collectibles at this point in the game. The other being whatchamahoosit. I think just the oh yeah, we'll see them later, but I think it's like sandwich ingredients. Sorry, I'm stumbling over words. I'm not very entertaining at this point in the stream, I guess, and I apologize for that. Feel free to bully me in chat or in Discord as needed. Anyway.
Like that book cart's blocking the way. Hey, Scoob, maybe you can squeeze under those tables and push the cart from the other side.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's a character switching mechanic here. Oh, we can do anything about it.
Crawl under that table, Scoob.
I don't think we can do anything about it until the
You go in, Scoob. I'll
power
be
up
here
wears
for
off.
ya. Good job, Scooby, old pal. Now try to push those carts out of the way.
Alright, let's see here. Hold on. Let's just try to get a handle on the camera angle. There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm not controlling this. This is a fixed animation. He moves it from a set point to a set point. Anyway, anything over here? Nope. Oh, seeing something over there. A clue.
I found something.
I think, yeah, we need to take the clues to Velma to get her to say anything about them. Yeah. Where we head up, I think there's one up here. And there's our first sandwich ingredient. And there's 5 clues and 5 sandwich ingredients per level, and they, like, unlock stuff we don't really care. We're just...
I told you there was some food around here somewhere. Come on, let's find all
Yeah.
those ingredients and make a super-duper triple-decker sandwich.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yeah, so we do not care about the sandwich ingredients. We're collecting everything for the love of the game. Which, is gonna be wild once we get to, one... Honestly, depending on how fun or unfun it makes the stream, I might have to, change that rule later on, because there's a couple sections in here that are gonna be a nightmare if we're trying to get everything. Anyway, let me just double check some stuff here. Yep, okay, so we're through. Now we can take Shaggy with us.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Oh, look, they do little DK pants thing.
What's wrong,
High five.
Scooby? Oh no! Ghosts!
What do we do, Raggy?
Trying to make as little noise as possible.
Yeah, so, like I've said, at this point in the game, we can't, actually do anything about the ghosts. We just kind of have to avoid them, and...
Raggy, you're a rose.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we're invincible when disguised. I will avoid the save point because we'd have to
We made it,
undisguise
Scoob.
for it.
We got past the ghosts. We're safe.
Oh yeah, new ghost type here.
We're safe. Boom.
Shadows that are just... They're shadow men that we have to avoid. Which is trickier than it looks because of the weird perspective, but... Oh wait, is this already it? Like, Wait, nope. Not yet, I don't think.
Phew! We almost got spotted by another one of those ghosts. Is it just me, or did it walk kind of funny?
A ghost? A rock?
Yeah, so, obvious bedsheet goes there. Classic.
Well, I think we found a way into the basement. Oh?
I was pretty sure, yeah, we've got more to
Boy,
go.
this must be
Sneak
the old
around here.
library that old Mr. Peabody was talking about.
Yeah, so, let's be very careful not to be seen here. We can't really fight back yet. Believe me, that'll change soon. But even then, there's going to be a lot more stealth segments for reasons that'll become clear later. Alright, I hope I'm at least doing a decent job making this part of the game somewhat entertaining. Oop, there we go, disguise, give me that.
Okay, now let's try
Good
to
stuff,
get
good
away
stuff. Ooh,
Raggy, look.
another clue.
What'd you find there, Scoob?
I think we're probably good, but... Scooby Snacks are health refills, so we haven't needed any of those yet.
Really creeps me
Okay,
out.
avoid the shadows if possible. And, try to get around. Oop, avoid that guy. Oh, crap. Yeah, it's like... They're trickier to avoid than you think. Yeah, I'm trying to see. Hold on. Try to keep an eye on the wall in case the... Oh, there's one. It's just very dimly lit location, and that sucks. Oh, there we go. Up. Whoopsie. I keep running into the stupid buggers. That's not me. Anyway, we've got a key here. I guess that's the right way then. Yeah, we've got a little, a lot of save points here. I guess this is like the super early game. Yeah, what I remember, this level's pretty short because, you know, it is a tutorial and all.
You look good, Scoob.
Yeah.
Raggy.
Yeah, you just know this was one of those segments where I played this as a kid and I was like, oh, this is impossible. How do I get past this? And it was just walk 5 feet to the... Walk 5 feet to the invincibility chest.
Look at that freaky book, Scoob.
And here we go. This is the thing the game's built around.
Raggy, what did you find there, Scoob? Hey, like maybe it's a clue.
And yeah, this is an automatic receipt. Automatic clue, I mean. Okay, now we get a freebie. Big ol' skeleton grabber. Whoop. Doink.
Like that book just gobbled up the ghost like it was an eggplant and marshmallow sandwich.
Sure did.
Sandwich? Where? Like, hey, Scoob, let's show this ghost gobbling book to the others.
Loading. Give it a sec.
It's a clue. Hey, Scooby found a clue.
But yeah, so key thing.
Like you want to go first? Well, you go first, Raggy.
We haven't unlocked the ability to use it yet, but only Shaggy can use the book. Don't know why, that's just the rules. So, I guess to justify the character switching mechanic, because they have Scooby to, like, go under, to squeeze through tight spaces.
What are you doing here?
Shaggy? Scooby? Is that you? I can't see anything without my glasses. I was following a rather strange-looking ghost when I tripped over a book and lost them. Can you help me find them, please?
Alright, so we're gonna have to sneak around again for now. Avoid making sounds so they don't charge. That last thing pretty clearly demonstrated they will hear you and they will charge through the wall to get you. Can't remember, but is there like a invisibility chest around here, or is it just on the other side? Because that would be helpful. Nope, gotta go the other way. These weird camera directions are messing with me. Okay, let's see if we can get a good look here. You can't see us, right? I don't know what I'm doing. Run for it. I don't think we can stealth around these guys. Or some of these guys. Oh crap, he saw us.
Raggy, you're a roast. Yeah, like boo, man.
How did they get up there? Well, whatever. We can get back now. Just gotta wait for this to expire and then immediately hit the climb prompt. Stealth is for losers anyway. Hey, Shiro! Welcome, welcome! Yep, we're just trying out an old Scooby-Doo game I used to love as a kid. It's not Night of 100 Frights. That's like the one everyone agrees is like the best one and for good reason, but it's still pretty fun. Little, kind of in the vein of Luigi's Mansion, little ghost-busting game.
Here you go, Velma.
Thanks, Shaggy. Hey, what's this?
It's a groovy old book me and Scoob found. And like when I say ghosts are into this book, I mean ghosts are into this book.
I mean, the book grabs him and yanks him in.
Evil Grimoire. It's missing a few pages. Interesting. There seems to be some instructions on how to capture spirits. It says here that you need to have the right page to capture the right kind of creature.
Every good Scooby-Doo game has canned laughter.
There's only one page, the ghost page. All the pages for other monsters are missing. The more pages we can find, the more kinds of enemies we can gobble up. But it says here you need to charge up the book with magical wisps first.
Like, how do we do that?
Just walk up to them. Or, if
yeah, welcome to the tutorial segment, by the way.
Open the Tome of Doom, and they'll be drawn to it, as long as you face them.
Okay, so like, how do we capture the ghosts?
It says here that if a ghost passes in front of the open Tome of Doom, it will automatically get hooked. Once you've got it, you have to reel the enemy into the book by bringing its energy down.
Movie.
Hey guys, try catching the ghosts over there. Be careful though. If you get attacked, the ghost might break free.
Yeah, this is... so yeah, only Shaggy can use the book. It has a limited energy supply, which is annoying because you have to like constantly recharge the darn thing after grabbing ghosts.
Whoa! Crazy ghost!
Oh, darn it. Wasn't paying attention when they
Like I got a ghost!
they changed the thing.
Like that ghost is toast!
Okay, let's yeah, the green ghosts are like the scrubs, the blue ghosts are the little green ghosts are like the basic enemies. The big blue fandom ones are a little trickier, and then like the really big green ones are like the heavy duty enemies. Outside of like the level specific ones, like the shadows. But I think that's all the ghosts in here, actually. Yeah, because like the lock on the door to the room is off now. But yeah, funnily enough, here, the canned laughter is actually one thing that the other game I mentioned, Night of 100 Frights, does really well. Because in that one, they actually use it as a sound effect. Like, if you crash into something really hard while playing a Scooby or something like that, they'll play the canned laughter. But yeah, this one is... that one's platformer. This one's more,
Great! You found a clue!
Luigi's Mansion. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, now that we've gotten the... So, Velma, let's look at the new clues we've gotten since the last time we spoke.
This note is about the security procedure, used to secure the display cases in the lobby.
Oh yeah, also, fun little detail you might have noticed if you were here at the very start of the stream. There was, in the very first room of the game, in the lobby, there was another Tome of Doom for some reason. Wonder if that'll be relevant at some point.
Ghosts don't leave footprints.
Oh yeah, the book's called The Tome of Doom. That hasn't been revealed yet. Sorry.
This is a receipt for a high-quality leather book binding, the kind you would use to restore an ancient book.
Yep, so we've got all the clues for this level. That just leaves the sandwich ingredients. Now let's, and now we can actually capture ghosts. So we can, go back through all those corridors we went through earlier and get a little payback for those darn hard-to-spot shadows. Oh wait, no, I forgot. We cannot do that yet because there is, something I may have forgotten to bring up prior to this point, which is that, by default, only the, regular ghosts... Oh, we got this at least. Yeah, by default, only the regular ghosts, the little green ones, the medium-sized blue ones, and the big green ones we'll probably see later. Only they can be caught by default. All of the other ghosts need to go out and find the appropriate Tome of Doom page first. Oh, there we go. Just had to walk slightly, slightly to the left.
Come here, Shadow.
Actually, I'm going to go back and catch the shadows in the other room because... Oh, I might have missed that while I was tuning out the tutorial, yeah.
Like you
Great, didn't mean to do that. Wrong button.
Scooby-Doo.
Anyway,
Like you thought I was afraid of the dark.
I thought I got it. Or did it get sucked in and I just missed it? Give me a second here. Got everything. Now we just gotta wait for this thing to refuel. I can grab this idiot. Darn it!
Come here.
Hit the wrong button by mistake. Alright. Am I missing any? I think there was one more down a little further. Up there we are.
Right. Like I hooked a shadow. Like you thought I was
There we
afraid
go.
of the dark.
But, yeah. I'm going back and catching all the ghosts I can because per my little collectible guide thing I've got here, one of the sandwich ingredients won't appear unless you've captured every single available ghost in this level. Did I not grab that? Yeah, so let's try to be a bit more careful and not walk into the buggers again. I will walk into the buggers again immediately, probably, but I'm going to keep an eye on the radar at the very least. There we go. Darn it, why do I keep doing that? Keep hitting square instead of circle.
Like you thought I was afraid of the dark.
Yeah, there's probably going to be some of those repetitive whips. That's just a licensed game thing. You know how it be. Yeah, just checking to make sure I didn't miss anything over here.
That's a feisty one.
Wait, hold on. Did I miss anything to the left?
Come to Shaggy.
Darn it. Yeah, with the blue ones, you kind of have to dodge them a little.
Your turn.
I keep hitting the... Keep mixing up those buttons. Do not know how I dodged that other one.
Roaming free. Strikes.
Missed the button. Or, I hit the button, it just didn't come out in time. Oh, well, yeah, this was before Ultra Instinct, Shaggy. Like, I don't think even the movie where he gets Ultra Instinct was out yet at this point.
Like I go.
Yeah, do you think Shaggy got nerfed, though? You should... What about Scooby? Like, have you seen the kind of stuff he was pulling off in that Death Battle episode with Courage? Like, do you imagine how broken you have to be? The Death Battle rules your battle a draw because they could not figure out any way that... Oh, yeah. Sorry to spoil it for you then, but yeah, it's incredible and you should watch it.
Your turn.
Darn, I keep hitting... I'm gonna get those buttons. Oh, honestly, while I'm on this... Death Battle tangent, I feel like people give them a bad rap for, like, oh, they put, like, broken Toon Force characters against, like, regular shonen characters, and, like, or, like, people who or, like, serious characters. And I feel like they actually don't do that often. Like, usually when they put, like, goofy cartoon characters who can do anything in Death Battle, it is almost always, it's either it's someone who, it's like they're putting one of those characters against another one of those characters. Oh, darn it. Messed up the buttons again. Or they're pitting it against someone who's like similarly levels of broken and or they thought was going to be like that. Like they did Saitama versus Popeye was the first one. That's because like he's Saitama, he's on that level of just as strong as the plot needs him to be for the joke to work. And then, like, obviously the other big one was, like, SpongeBob versus Super Friends Aquaman, and that one's just, they thought Superman Friends Aquaman was going to have cartoon nonsense, and he didn't, so he got bodied. I do feel like, honestly, people tend to overhype... sorry. Didn't notice when the buttons changed. That's on me for not paying attention. Yeah, crap. Hold on. Rely on the radar and it didn't go well. But, yeah, it's like... The thing about... People tend to just write down as, like, they can do anything. And that's why they're no fun to have. But the thing is, like, I feel like there's dynamics to it if you're willing to understand the character. Because, like, cartoon characters can do anything as long as it's funny, so... That affects, like, how... And the different types of characters make different things funny. Like, you put Popeye in a fight, he's always going to win, because the entire joke of Popeye's character is him, like... He, like, strolls for a bit, then he takes out the spinach, and then he... then the joke of the episode becomes, what's the most ridiculous way Popeye can win this fight? It's like... Basically, he's on the same kind of timing as Bobobo. It's not about is he going to win, it's about how is he going to win, and how funny is it going to be when he wins. But, like, SpongeBob, I feel like, if you're doing death battle rules where it's just like, examine this character at their absolute most powerful, with, like, the maximum possible feat to describe him, then yeah, SpongeBob's gonna win, because he, like, unrivaled the entire universe in that one episode with the strings, but, most of the time, with SpongeBob, he's gonna lose because it's funnier for him to get beat up. Like, the only times he's win is because, when he wins, it's usually because when he wins in some, like, altercation, it's usually not through, like, raw force or anything. Whenever he's, like, there's a whole bunch of episodes where he's just, like, stuck dealing with someone who's, like, who's, like, getting in his way or something, and he just can't do anything about it because it's funnier for him to fail over and over that. It's like... I'm not sure it makes sense. It's like, I'm thinking of, like, the episode with the salty spittoon where he spends the whole time trying to get past the bartender because it's funnier for him to be a wimp. No, Flats is the opposite. It's like, that one, it's funnier for him to win because he built up this whole episode as like he's gonna kick SpongeBob's butt, and then it turns out he can't even punch him. I'm thinking like, or like there was the Best Day Ever episode at the end of that one when there's like a whole segment where he goes through like a whole bunch of Looney Tunes gags trying to get past the bouncer at the door to Squidward's concert. So like SpongeBob is funny to win, or like now, and sometimes it can be like gray area, like Bugs Bunny is one. Bugs is always going to win as long as he's not the instigator. Like, if Bugs Bunny starts shit, then he's going to get humbled hard. But if someone else starts shit with Bugs, then he's always going to make a fool out of them, because that's how he works. And honestly, that's why I think if it came down to it, Mickey Mouse could win a fight with Bugs Bunny. And yes, that is like a versus debate that I've seen talked about a bunch, where it's like the thing is, if it's just in terms of feats, Bugs Bunny is gonna win. Like, Mickey's probably got a lot, especially factored in, like, Kingdom Hearts, Epic Mickey, but he's not, like, Bugs Bunny, like, exiting the cartoon and taking over as animator levels of nonsense. But the thing is, like, Bugs... Like, you gotta abide by the rules of the character when you're doing cartoons, right? And, like, Bugs... The thing about Mickey is he's too nice, and there's, like, episodes where he can be in, like, the Bugs role where someone messes with him, and then he, gets back at them. Like, there's a cartoon in one of the... There was a cartoon is, like, in one of the old episodes of House of Mouse, if anyone remembers that show. Where, like, Pete and, like, his similarly... Like, his convenient duplicate cousin who are, like, bank robbers try to hide out in Mickey's cabin and, like, take him hostage. He proceeds to, like, mess with them the entire time and eventually gaslight them into turning themselves into the police by accident. And it's hilarious, and I wish House of Mouse was on, like, streaming site. No, not the Beagle Boys. It was, like, Pete, like, you know, Pete. It, like, standard Mickey nemesis, and then there was, like, another Pete. There was, like, Zeke or something, like a hillbilly cousin of Pete or something. It was, like, Mickey's, like, camping in a cabin, and they hide out there because they're bank robbers in that episode, and, take Mickey hostage, and Mickey proceeds to, like, start, messing with them and turning them against each other, and eventually, like, gets them to, like, he freaks them out so much that he gets them to, like, run to the police for protection. Like, they climb in a jail cell and, like, hands them, like, what was it? Like the stereotypical stripy bar uniforms. He goes, quick, put these on so the cops don't recognize you. And it's brilliant. But yeah, House of Mouse was amazing, and I can't believe it's apparently just not on any streaming services. But, yeah, the thing is, that's what I'm saying, is like, you know, like, Bugs needs someone someone else to be the aggressor for him to work his magic. And Mickey is too nice. Like, more often than not, if there's a scenario where Mickey and Bugs fight, Bugs would be the instigator, and I feel like that's where he's gonna get so if that happens, Mickey wins by default, just because. It's like, what's the one guy, Cecil Turtle was like, he was a nemesis in a couple of Bugs Bunny cartoons, riffing off Tortoise and the Hare, and Bugs always loses to him because in those cartoons, Bugs is the aggressor. Yeah, that's who I was talking about, just like discount knockoff Pete, who was there because they need a second character, I guess. Yeah. Man, I miss a lot of those, like, old, what was the channel? Toon Disney era cartoons that just don't air anymore. Like, some of them got salvaged on, like, streaming services. Like, I know I was able to watch a bunch of episodes of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers a while back because, like, normally I would not spend money on Disney Plus for several reasons, but, hold on, where'd you go? There you are. Yeah, my mom got it for, like, 6 months for free because of some deal or other that was going on, and it's like, well, I might as well take advantage of it. So yeah, that's still around. Darkwing Duck's probably on there, right? But yeah, there's a bunch, like, House of Mouse is on there, and, like, I know I've talked about it in the past, like, I definitely rambled on about it for, like, a solid 10 minutes or so when I was doing my, Moving Houses stream, but Timo Supremo, that one was a classic. Majorly underrated, now, like, the only place you can watch any of it is just watching episodes people have archived on YouTube, and even then, like, half of the final season you can't watch because, like, just people didn't archive those episodes. They got pulled off the air so quickly after it got cancelled. There's one episode that I think only aired once and then never again, and no one's been able to find it since. It's like, just absolute lost media. And there's, like, a whole bunch of episodes where they are archived on YouTube, but only in, like, Portuguese or something. Yeah, that... Still, I went back and rewatched it a while back. That was fun.
guys, we were looking for you.
Did you find any clues?
Boy, did we ever, Fred. Like, check out this groovy old book. Velma says it's a grimoire.
Yeah, a grimoire.
That's grimoire. This particular one is quite rare and infamous.
Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, I might have to, give me a second here. I might have to reload the save file. I just realized I screwed up. Yeah, that's just a side effect of... Yeah, I remembered I'm supposed to... There's like a fifth savage agreement that's supposed to appear once I've gotten all the ghosts and shadows. So I'm gonna reload my save that I took right there.
HQ.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's like there. Okay, so I'm missing a ghost somewhere. Yeah, but I apologize if this part of the video is boring, but I do really want to, like, get everything if I can. I'm just gonna, like, climb through real quick, check all the rooms for ghosts again. Not in here. No, there's nothing, in here because that thing unlocked. And, this whole thing is empty. Oh yeah, Mortimer. He was like another recurring, like, Mickey Mouse villain. I think he was actually like a full-on... He was a meme for a little bit where he, of like one of his appearances in Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, where he like really like play like superheroes for an episode, and then he I thought I heard a ghost like shoots a beam weapon or something that shrinks people. But yeah, he was like a whole recurring villain, especially in House of Mouse. Like I think there was like one episode where they mistook him for like a critic who was supposed to show up, and he went through the whole thing of like making all kinds of outlandish demands of them. Oh, here he is.
You can run, but you can't. Well, I guess you can hide.
But yeah, so he like starts batting outrageous things the whole episode, or else he's gonna write a bad review of them. And then eventually, of course, they do find out he isn't the critic, and so he, they gets, like, thrown out. But I'm not sure if it was the same episode or not, but I think it was, like, something where he, like, blackmailed them into putting on a musical number for him, and then about how wonderful he is, and then, like something changed, and they wound up, like, yep, here we are. And instead, they wound up, like, writing a musical number about how much of a horrible person he is. But yeah, I think in the, lot of the cartoons in House and Mouse, he was, like, Mickey's awful neighbor. But yeah, that's all the collectibles and levels, so now we can actually go do that cutscene. And I'm gonna have some water while they talk.
Hey guys, we were looking for you.
Did you find any clues?
Boy, did we ever, Fred. Like, check out this groovy old book. Velma says it's a grimoire.
Yeah, a grimoire.
That's grimoire. This particular one is quite rare and infamous. It's known as the Tome of Doom.
Tome of Doom?
Here, Scoob, you hold it.
You hold it.
No way, you hold it.
The odd thing is that we already have a Tome of Doom right over there.
Gotta love the wacky sound effects.
One of them must be fake.
Interesting. If only we had some more clues to go on.
Cut
I
it
have
out,
all the
you
clues in
two.
the level.
Hey, what are these?
Oh, just some papers Scooby found.
What are they, Velma?
Looks like receipts from a bookbinder's shop.
Zoinks! Look up there! It's that ghost again!
Yeah, that's our very, very obvious
Let's try
fake
to
ghost
catch
villain
him.
for the level
Shag,
if you
and Scooby
weren't
head
there
up
when
the
it first
balcony in
appeared.
case he doubles back.
And now we have our first boss fight, quote-unquote. Yep, this one isn't really a proper boss fight yet. We'll have actual bosses later. Yeah, not a lot of the villain designs in this game are particularly creative,
Like if Freddy wants
unfortunately.
to go chasing after Ghost, that's fine by me. We'll just stay here and look at pictures of food. Hey, a cookbook.
Yep, so,
Scooby-Doo!
here's our first challenge of the level,
Uh-oh.
of the, quote-unquote boss level. We are stuck as just Scooby in a great big maze here. And as you might remember, only Shaggy can use the book. Kinda. So let's, save here because we can. Yeah, you can see here we, do technically have a health bar for the boss, but we'll see what that means later. Oh. Alright, so we can't actually, we can't push bookcases without Shaggy either. So keep an eye on the radar and then try to work our way to the back, I guess. Avoid him. There we go. Ah, darn it. He juked right, I juked left. So now we can start getting around and exploring. And now we just do what comes naturally. Oop. Yeah, over.
What do we do now?
Yeah, our bedsheet ghost is actually not really a threat, you will notice. Oh wow, that guy just annihilates our health bar. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't actually automatically die if you have a full if your health bar goes down. You just have to run around, and if another ghost hits you during that, then you lose then.
There he is.
But yeah, let's so you gotta be pretty good on the evasion here. Yeah, as I was saying before I kinda tripped over my words fighting that ghost. Oh, hold on. Here we are. The bedsheet ghost is ironic, despite technically being the boss, he's more of a help than a nuisance in this part, because all he does is he runs around, and if you bump into him, he drops wisps to refill your book. So, he is... And you'll notice his health bar is just the ghosts in the room. Every time we take out a ghost, his health goes down. And most of... I think he actually did bad. He pushed a bookshelf with me near it at one point and caught me off guard, so... Come on, come through the wall like I know you're gonna try. So basically just we need to catch all the ghosts in the level and then we win. It is not a particularly hard battle. Ah, darn it. Okay, where'd he go? There he is, over there. Yeah, the camera angle's more of a threat than him right now. Let's,
Never catch me, never!
Yeah. Also, he has the exact same voice as Mr. Peabody from the start of the level, just in case you need any more help with that little non-mystery.
Like I gotta go. Ruby.
After them. Stay away from me!
Yeah, he was like in the very first cutscene, and that was it. And I said, oh yeah, it's obviously him, even if I hadn't beaten this game already.
Guys. But why is the ghost still here? Shouldn't your magic book have gobbled him up?
Beats me, Daphne. I think it's busted.
I don't think so, Shaggy. I think.
Oh hey, the security guard from the start of the level has returned and brought his identical twin brother.
He's not really a ghost at all.
Is that so? In that case, let's see who the ghost really is.
Walter Peabody?
Peabody, I'm quite disappointed.
Well, I figured it out when Shaggy showed us that receipt from the bookbinders. Peabody, being responsible for book restorations, didn't want anyone to find out that he had a fake Tome of Doom made, while he kept the real one for himself.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for you meddling kids and your pesky dog.
He did it! He said the line! We're good!
But why would he do such a thing? And why did he rip pages out of the real Tome of Doom?
That I don't know. Yet.
Well, perhaps I could hire Mystery Inc. to find out about those missing pages.
That would be great, Mr. Dinsdale. But we have another assignment to take care of first. At the Milton Brothers Movie Studio.
Meanwhile, I could look the Tome of Doom over and try and find out why Peabody tried to steal it.
Very well. As long as you don't bring it back late.
Mr. Dinsdale definitely looks like he was supposed to be played by Morgan Freeman.
So, guys,
I wonder if he is.
I'd
Like,
say
I'm
we
bad
did
to
a pretty
recognize
good
voices.
job of
Maybe he
solving
is.
this mystery, don't you think?
Yeah, but that Dinsdale is one creepy crawly. Like he's scarier than a ghost.
One second. Oh, nope, it was someone named Jeff Bennett. I do not recognize people ever. Oh, apparently he voiced Johnny Bravo. Good to know. Props to you, Mr. Bennett. Wait, no, I thought he I said... Did I get it right? Hold on a second. Let me bring that page back up. I mean, he might have, because I'm looking at it on IMDb, and it lists him as Dinsdale's voice, but it doesn't say who was Peabody's voice on here. And it does look like a bunch of the voice actors are pulling double duty as, like, different characters, so probably. Anyway, button.
Lights,
Alright.
camera, action!
Skip the title card. Goodbye.
Come back! That was a great shot!
Stay in the frame. A bit more to the left. That's it. Beautiful.
Ah, that makes sense then. So the mummies are obviously going to be one of our new
Can you believe we're going to the Milton Brothers
location-specific enemies.
Do you think we'll see any movie stars, Velma? Velma, are you still in that book?
What? Oh, sorry. It's just that I haven't read anything as fascinating since The Hidden History of Atlantis. It explains how to capture supernatural critters. Look, even Shaggy and Scooby find it gripping.
You know, statistically, they've probably been to
Atlantis
Atlantis in one of the movies, haven't they? I'd have to look it up. I haven't. If they have, I haven't seen it.
You can let go now.
Not on your life.
Oh, brother.
All right, I'm leaving. You know where to reach me if you change your mind.
Okay, that is definitely Johnny Bravo's
I'll
voice,
never
so that
sell to
tracks.
you, Zabrinsky. Sorry, kids. Visits are off today. And forever.
Don't worry, my brother Doug's just a little, down. Our studio's haunted.
Well, don't you worry, sir. We're Mystery Inc., and we'll get rid of your ghost problem in no time.
Mr. Milton, I'm a big fan of your films. My favorite is Gone with the Tin Roof. Can I get your autograph?
Oh, why, sure. You know, I was almost nominated for Best Director on that one. Oh, this is fantastic. Earl, did you call these kids?
Righto, Daddy-O. I heard about these cats from Jimmy over at Sunshine Studios.
Rats? Where?
Studio A is where it all started, though I fear it has spread to the entire lot by now.
What about that man we saw when we arrived?
Oh, that's Robert Zabrinsky from Greenwood Development. He's been trying to buy the studio from us.
Okay, here's the plan. Scooby and Shaggy, you scout Studio A. Daphne and I will look for clues in Studio B.
And I'll check out the rest of the lot with the Milton brothers.
Like what about the cafeteria?
We don't have a cafeteria. We use caterers.
I think there's some food left inside the...
Expected. But I do like that the games try to capture that, like, cheesy, classic Scooby-Doo feel. With all the, like, canned laughter and stuff, and the sound effects. Alright, so this is going to be our second of 5 levels, and surprise, surprise, it is going to be a lot... Sorry, got a bit of a stuffed up throat today, it would seem.
And bring me back a sandwich, would you?
It's a little bit bigger than the other ones, or than the last one.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
Yeah. I'll be surprised if we get through this in time to make any progress on the third level today. Then again, I remembered a lot of the levels in Toy Story 2 being super long, and it turns out, oh no, they're actually really fast if you aren't 8 and playing with a horrible controller setup. Wait, what? Did I hit save instead of load? Oh, I see. I see. If it's the photograph, that it loads your game.
You go in, Scoob. I'll wait here for you. Oh boy, a clue. Raggy.
So yeah, pretty stock start to the level, as you can see. Let's go take out a ghost real quick, right away.
Like I got a ghost.
There we go. And then we can probably go back there. Gotta remember to go back down there and check out backstage, probably. Oh, nope.
Snag one.
Refuel at the Wisp generator while we're here. Can't actually get across here yet, though. Yeah, let's drop down and see if there's anything in the backstage area down there that we can get to yet. And then we'll go one way or the other. We'll see.
Look, Scoob, there's some kind of drawing on this wall.
Nice of them to point that puzzle clue out.
Looks like some kind of switch with a number over it.
Okay, gotta remember. Switch to up. At least I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Anyway, we can't get through here yet, it seems. Oh, wait, no. Can we? Can we climb here? Yep. Nothing's stopping us. Let's head on through.
Right. Rules are right.
Oh!
Oh no! It's a poltergeist!
Okay, so we can't get through there yet, and also there's a hard-to-see ghost type that we can't actually fight yet. So, time to leave. But, yep, spoilers, the poltergeists and the mummies that we saw in the opening opening movie are going to be our 2 new enemy types for the level. Actually, I don't think that counts as spoilers, because if you like, the episode file just goes, hey, here's the types of enemies you're going to encounter in this level. Yeah, we aren't even going to see the mummies for a long time, though, I don't believe. Also, where's the town? Oh, I see. We can just climb over this, can't we? I keep forgetting. I can just keep forgetting crates are not necessarily impassable obstacles, as conventional wisdom would suggest. Anyway, we got more poltergeists here that we're gonna have to try and avoid for now. Which is easier said than done with the wonky camera. It's amazing it took us so long to figure out how to make camera controls good in these games. Oh wait, no, that was the backstage key, wasn't it? So we go the other way. Let's try to see if there's any way to check which key it is, so I don't look like an idiot. So, do that again, and this time they actually get past. Also, just noticing that weird, like, graphical glitch in the aura around the Scooby Snacks. Probably not supposed to be there, probably an emulator glitch. I just thought it was like that because creepy. Anyway, we've got ghost moaning noises as per the norm. Although, if we could actually do anything here, this looks like a dead end. Right. This in here? Oh, here we go. A double back around here. Oh, that's the town key, so now we gotta... Okay, that is a very wholly unnecessary bit of backtracking, and I am quite cross with it. Alright, so now we backtrack again and go around this guy while he eats stuff at us. Alright, sorry for weaving all over the place. Trying to, like, glance down at stuff and move around at the same time. I'm not exactly playing with my A game at the moment. But then again, it's like, it's a licensed Scooby-Doo game. I do not need that I'm playing for fun on a video game. Oh yeah, that's the annoying thing. If you, like, run into locked doors, it'll just... it'll do damage.
One last ghost, roaming free.
Well, at least we're through now. I do not need to bring my A game to this anyway. But maybe I should consider bringing my C game at least. I seem to be in the thick of it right now. Darn it.
Like, whoa!
I keep forgetting to change which button I'm mashing. And that shall be my downfall. Alright, let's try to get to somewhere we can dodge around him.
Like the tome's out of juice.
Ah, dang it, okay. I think we gotta curve around here to get to the generator. There we go. So let's clear this area out, as we should. Where did that guy go? Around here somewhere. There you are. And there he goes. Got this crafty bugger.
Like I gotta go. One last ghost roaming free.
There we go.
I caught alive. Or a dead one. Can you see that, Scooby, old pal?
There we go. So the question is, which way do we go? Because I think I saw several doors here. Grab a Scooby... Oh, nope, we're all full up. Okay. But one thing I have noticed is this game is relatively railroady, not in like a horrible sense, but more in just like a yeah, that's what I was expecting. It's like it's only gonna let us go one way, and that's an intentional part of the level design. It's not meant to be open world. Like, I'm not saying that as like a dig against the game. Up there's one we missed. Circle around. Whichever way we need to go to get to that one. Oh, no, now he's back over there. And this is the way we came in. Now we gotta worm our way back around. Which is a tad annoying. No, I think that door over there next to the wisp generator is where we probably want to be going.
Like I gotta go.
Yeah, that's the one we started catching earlier. One sec, I gotta blow my nose, I think. I swear that's one of my biggest problems when I'm streaming, is that, like, my nose stuffs up a lot when I talk a lot for some reason, so I keep winding up, like, having to blow it on stream, and it's very weird and annoying, probably. So I hope that's not too much of a bother for you guys. I just can't control it, really. Anyway, can't do anything with this yet. Gonna have to figure out how to lower it. Also, you gotta remember that, like, switch to up note we saw earlier. Can't go that way yet. That's probably a shortcut we gotta unlock later. Okay, let's take that to small fry first. And now let's be very careful around the big one, because that's the one that, like, annihilates half our health. I really hope this cutscene doesn't end with him right on top of us. Oh yeah, also there was a key on top of that thingy, and now it's over there. Get over here. Where are you? There we go. Okay, avoided him then. Got him. Ugh. That is a heck of a discussion question. Like, I mean, I feel like the answer to any question about the Rise of the Shield hero, where the question is, how would things go if a different group of characters became the 4 heroes? Like, I feel like the default answer to that is significantly better than canon. Yeah, it's like...
Scooby-Doo!
And to clarify before anyone, any casual observers on the stream judge me, no, I do not consider myself a S.H.I.E.L.D. hero fan. That's just, it's one of those worlds like, one of those worlds where just, we know it's ass, but it's like, it's got enough interesting there that it's fun to talk about, like, alternate possibilities and crossovers. It's one of those fictional works that's just not great on its own merits, but great in, like, the amount of fan fiction. It's, oh, no, I don't blame you for shaming me by my terrible taste. Like, the fact I just was like, wait, crap, I wasn't trying to, like, throw shade to you. I was just like, it's like, crap, I can't admit to liking anything about S.H.I.E.L.D. Hero on stream. It's like, it's a complicated fandom to talk about. It's like, there is a lot about it that I do think is good and defensible. Yeah. It's good, defensible, and interesting, and, like, explains why it's somehow in its, like, 4th or 5th season now, despite the anime being progressively more and more ass. And I think a lot of it is, like... Sorry. Did I get the thing I needed here? I stopped paying attention. I'm going to assume I... hope I got whatever I needed here. Let me poke my head in there again and look around.
Come back quickly, Scoob, and bring me back a sandwich, would you?
But, yeah, it's like, there's a lot good about it, but at the same time, it's like, the bad stuff is the main character owns slaves and several other increasingly stupid things. It's just, it's like how people say that nothing drives nothing creates a more insane fandom than a work that is almost good. It's like objectively good works, I feel like, don't get a ton of fan fiction. Stuff like Naruto, Harry Potter, Ruby, Miraculous Ladybug. Basically the kind of stuff where, like, the source material is deeply flawed, but there is enough good there that people are attracted to it and want to do their own stuff with it. To some degrees more than other. Oh yeah, Twilight is interesting, because, like, there are aspects of Twilight that I do find kind of vaguely cool, and, like, there's some characters I unironically do like. It's just that it's Twilight, and, like, honestly, I feel like Twilight is the peak example of people hating something for the wrong reasons, because everyone was, like, bitching about, oh, it's bad because vampires don't sparkle and fall in love with girls and stuff like that. It's like, it's bad because vampires are supposed to be super macho, cool hunters of the night. Yeah, hold on. I forget what I legitimately forget what I'm doing. I need to, like, consult a guide because I got so wrapped up in talking that I forgot what I'm doing. Was there a key that I picked up or something? I hope. Yeah, I'm sorry, give me a second here. I got so lost in the discussion that I need to look up what I was doing in the game. That's probably the sign of a good stream, isn't it? But yeah, it's like, there's aspects of Twilight I like, and I know a lot about it, because I I don't know if anyone's familiar with an internet community called DOS Sporking. There was like, it started as like a community where people poked fun at bad fan fiction and progressed in, very famously, they did like a in-depth like reading of the Twilight books, and that was like one of their biggest works. And so I read all of that, so I'm intimately familiar with the ins and outs of Twilight lore, and which characters are kind of sort of okay. Like, all I'm gonna say, Leah Clearwater, best girl. And I don't think many people are going to dispute that if they actually know who that is. Anyway, oh yeah, I've read The Wedding Crashers a couple times. It's like, it's good. There's like a couple things that haven't aged well. Part of it being like supernatural, obviously. Like I was never big into that fandom, and like I never watched the show. I never quite got into it. I know people are crazy for it, that it kind of got progressively more insane. And like I know there's like also some language in the fan fiction that I'm not the biggest fan of. Like I think Sam and Dean dropped the good old F slur a couple times in that one because it was the 2000s and everyone said it, unfortunately. Yeah, what was I doing? Oh, I see. Okay, I'm back on the right page. Yeah, so like I was gonna say, Twilight is like a case of people hating something for the wrong reasons. Everyone was mad, like, oh, the vampires sparkle, that's what makes it bad. It's like, no, it is the main protagonist being a ridiculously selfish sociopath is what makes it bad. Oh, I don't think I'm familiar with that one. That actually sounds kind of neat. Oh yeah, I know the other, like, vampire series of, like, teen vampire novels I read for a while on my own was, like, actually predated Twilight. It was called House of Night. And those were in some regards, probably better than Twilight. In that regard, it's that they were shorter, and worse in the regard that there were more of them. Significantly more of them. Like, I never even finished the series. And also worse in that the main character of that one was Zoe Redbird, I think. She makes Bella Swan look like a rocket scientist. Like, I cannot overstate how stupid this girl is. Like, you know, want to know how stupid Zoe Redbird is? Like, one of her powers is just, she talks to Vampire God, okay? Like, she's the chosen savior of Vampire God, and so, hold on, where am I going? I've gotten completely turned around in this area. Oh yeah, it's out here by the Wisp machine. Here it is. But yeah, so it's like, basically the plot of every book has just like, a Vampire God comes down to her and tells her, hey, here's your obligatory plot visual on what you need to do here, and it's always 90% of the time, it's do the magic ritual thing that solves every problem. But yeah, the fourth book specifically is like the, bad guy who's like Native American vampire Satan or something. Or no, like the evil headmaster of the school is doing a ritual to resurrect evil Native American vampire Satan and make him the main villain of the series. And so Vampire God doesn't want that to happen, obviously, because that would be bad. So she shows up in the obligatory vision sequence to Zoe, and she's like, hey, here is a step-by-step guide on what the ritual is. How about you go prevent that ritual from happening? And, so he's like, okay, cool, I'm going to stop that ritual from happening. And then she proceeds to get wrapped up in, like, boy troubles and all sorts of completely unrelated tangents and nonsense until, for, like, the entire book. And then only at the end remembers, like, oh shit, right, I was supposed to be preventing the end of the world. And so she does, like, one token thing to try and prevent it, and that the bad guy immediately circumvents. And so the end of the book is that the ritual goes off without a hitch, and Native American vampire Satan is resurrected and becomes the main villain of the rest of the series because she couldn't follow the one basic instruction she was given. Oh god, I've gone through like 12 different completely unrelated tangents. Oh yeah, I think Native Also, Switch 3 down, gotta remember that. And I think Vampire Native American Satan gets redeemed in one of the later books or something. I think a lot of the villains got redeemed in that series. Alright, which is like, I guess, better than it could be compared to a number of other things. But
We just have to find the right combo.
okay, so we know 1 is down, 2 is up, and 3 is down. So I guess just the only other explanation would have to be 4 is up. We're probably supposed to see that somewhere. But yeah, anyway, the original subject, I was talking about, like, yeah, nothing drives fanfic writers wilder than just, like, having to, like, a thing that's almost good and that can be used to, make, like, turned into their personal, like, interpretation. They can mess around with it how they want. And, like, the joke I was going to make initially before I, like, went off on the Twilight tangent was, like, some more than others, because I always, back when I was still in the Harry Potter fandom, because J.K. Rowling hadn't J.K. Rowling yet, I remember I always used to joke a lot of the time, I'm a Harry Potter fan, and I mean that in the same way that all Harry Potter fans do, which is that I hate the series, but I love the version of it I've made up in my head. It's like, I used to read so much, like, bad Harry Potter fan fiction back in the day. Still do sometimes. It's a guilty pleasure, and it's like something I at least indulge in without, like, having to actually support one of the worst human beings alive in any financial or remotely significant way. And it's like, I still have to train my brain when I see someone make a joke about some plot hole in Harry Potter. I still have to stop the part of my brain that wants to go, actually, that one actually made sense because, oh wait, right, I don't have to engage with this fandom anymore. But, yeah,
Like cosmic, dude!
Anyway, we're here now. We have, like, a little,
You look good, Scoob!
so now we can get around the poltergeists here. But yeah, it's like, the stuff they used to just make up wholesale in Harry Potter fanfics was wild. Like, there's this whole system of, like, that is extrapolated from the one line in, like, Order of the Phoenix, I think, where, like, Sirius's weird painting mom talks about, like, the noble and ancient house of Black. They extrapolate this whole, like, system of noble and ancient houses and basically just turned the whole thing into Game of Thrones with wands. And it's always annoying because... always extra annoying because... Hold on. Why isn't it blasting off? Okay, what do I do with this? Okay, that moves forward. Okay. That unlocks that. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, so... like... Anyway, while I'm rambling about fanfiction, you want to know a helpful thing I've noticed when you're... Wait, that's not the button I wanted to hit. Where's the button I wanted to hit? Oh, right, I gotta move the card again. But yeah, a helpful thing I've noticed whenever you're reading, like, fanfics of dubious quality... Not the button, where's the button? There's the button. It's like, there's always one specific character in every fandom where if they're getting bashed, you know the author is nuts. Like, there's always, like, a bunch where it's like, okay, if the author has a hate on for this character, I can, like, rationalize why they hate that character so much, or, like, what specific events they're mad about. But, like, this character is just like, yeah, you have no good reason to be that mad at this person. Like,
Like,
no,
what a blast!
Anyway, 1 second, let me just take a break from that little tangent while I double-check my notes here. There we go. But yeah, so, like, take the Harry Potter fandom, for example. It's like, there's a couple characters in there where it's like, okay, I hate when you bash these guys, but I get it to some extent. Like, I can at least see the thought process that led you to this juncture. It's like with Harry Potter, it's like, Dumbledore, yeah, people think he should have done more. Like, Ron, I really hate Ron bashing because he was my favorite character when I was still actually properly in that fandom, but yeah, it's like, I get he was like, he is a purposefully flawed character, and so people do not like that about him, and they also don't like that he got with Hermione instead of their self-insert version of Harry. But yeah, Hermione bashing, that's where you know you gotta run, because that's when the author's gonna go, like, full tilt into, like, the noble and ancient house stuff, or, like, they're gonna make Harry the lord of, like, 5 different bloodlines. They're gonna have, like, some big reveal that, actually, Salazar Slytherin was a good person who only put the basilisk in the Chamber of Secrets because he wanted to protect Hogwarts from the bad, evil muggles who hated wizards, and basically it's gonna just read like the kind of thing where,
Don't worry, Scoob. Like it's only a movie set.
if you play, or like, if you took out, like, worst case scenario is gonna be like the kind of screed where if you, oh yeah, definitely the house elf thing, they're going to be, if they're bashing Hermione, you can bet they're gonna be hard in on, like, how dare you try to suggest that house elves should have rights and not be slaves. Don't you know they actually need to be slaves to live? But yeah, basically, any Harry Potter fic that bashes Hermione, you know it's gonna be like it's gonna be like, you could go in there and replace Muggle and Muggleborn with any real-world nationality and it would sound like an excerpt from the Turner Diaries. Yep, nope, I get what you're saying. Like, I know exactly what you're saying. Like I said, I've read this schlock. I know the deal. Anyway, I'm just kind of double-checking some stuff here. Let's see. How far into the queen was set? Okay. Oh, hold on. Oh, actual unironic, he's right behind me, isn't he, moment.
Did you see that, Scooby, old pal?
There we go. Oh yeah, I remember this area used to freak me out when I played as a kid because it is just full of jump scares if you step in the wrong place. Like, if you step too close to one of the freshly dug graves, a zombie jumps out and screams at you. The trees will, like, reach down and try to whack you. There's, like, a pond near the end where if you step too close to it, the swamp thing bursts out and freaks you out. I'm going to try to avoid that. I apologize if I step too close to something and trigger a jump scare. Yep, see, case in point. I remember that being louder. Anyway, yeah, so, like, there's other fandoms where there's that one specific character rule, too. Like, Naruto fandom. It's like, if they have a weird hate-on for Sasuke, yeah, everyone hated Sasuke back when he was being super evil. If they have a weird hate-on for Sakura, then, like, yeah, Sakura is a character I like more for what she could have been than what she actually is in canon, unfortunately, so, like, I don't like the complete shitting on her, but I get it. Like, the third Hokage, that's kind of the same boat as Dumbledore, where it's like, yeah, he could have done more, and a lot of people don't like that he... but it's like... Honestly, I'd say third Hokage hate is more justified than Dumbledore hate, because, like, Dumbledore was, like, usually in-universe, it was presented as, like, okay, I know this is a bad option, but based on the information I have available to me at the time, I think the, other option here is worse. Third Hokage, he had options other than leave the son of his best friends in a rundown apartment by himself with no parental guardians drinking expired milk. Like, he could have done better by Naruto. No ifs, ands, or buts. I just double check it here. I think there's supposed to be a sandwich ingredient. Oh, it's probably on the other end. But yeah, the Kiba hate is like the one where you know it's gonna be crazy if you're in the Naruto fandom. Because like, Kiba did nothing wrong aside from being like mildly antagonistic to Naruto when they were like in a tournament together and being the only other possible viable love interest for Hinata. Like, if you know, if people are mad at Kiba, then it's like, it's gonna be like some Naruto, Gary Stu harem stuff where they just cannot accept the idea of any romantic competition for anyone.
I'm here, Scoob, on the other side of this door. Raggy! Like, what took you so long?
There we go. Right. And then, like, hold on a second. Where was I? Let me go back out there for a second. Yeah, I wanted to get back here, I think, for one of the clues.
I found something. Good job, Scoob.
Yeah, it's like, there's probably people who hate Hinata because there's got, like, weird specific ships for Naruto that she gets in the way of, but I have personally not encountered any, like, Hinata hate in fanfictions. Like, people just generally agree that's, like, yeah, she's just peak love interest for Naruto. It's, like, not really a ton of people who, and even the people who, like, suggest someone different usually aren't that down on her. They're just like, oh yeah, just let them be friends or something. Yep, I have read a lot of, like, Naruto fics of that kind back in the day because, like I used to have horrible taste in fan fiction, and as I matured, that gradually moved into reading bad fan fiction on purpose because I thought it was funny. Hold on, I think there's, like, something I can climb on somewhere here. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's like, I think I've jokingly hated on Hinata a couple times, but not, like, actual hate, more like just responding to some of the people constantly calling Sakura useless by pointing out, hey, Sakura has actually contributed to the plot in ways that did not involve, getting nearly killed to motivate Naruto. Like, that is all she does. Like, hey, remember when Hinata's whole motivation was to, like, end the horrible slavery system that's ruining her clan, and that was, like, a goal she had to strive towards that wasn't just, being in love with Naruto, and that she had, like, more to her personality than that? Because Kishimoto sure doesn't. But yeah, like, no actual hate to Hinata. It's more just, like, me complaining about how, like, people complaining about, like, Sakura hate and using her as a comparison. But, anyway, where was I? Let me just double-check notes here. Okay, yeah, I see what we got here. We're good. And then, like, what was the other one? Oh, yeah, the other big one I have is, like, the My Hero Academia fan. Oh, yeah, on goes, like, honestly, I'm not even quite mad that he made her fat. It's like, you could have a fat woman character and like, you can even have a fat woman character and have her be attractive. Like, I'm not mad about that. It's that he, like, completely wrote her out of the plot, never really touched on how to be relevant to anything again, and then when she shows up in the epilogue, she looks like she's aged 30 years. It's just, what? It's not so much, like, the fact that she changed. I don't want to be like, oh, she's fat now and she's ugly and that's why I hate her. It's like, no, it's just like, up. Okay. Gotta do something about that. Yeah, it's like, just, he just didn't do her justice. But yeah, I was gonna say, the other one that, like, I complained about in terms of, like, if this character's being bashed in a fanfic, you know the author's a lunatic, is, in My Hero Academia, like, that's another one where there's, like, a lot of valid options. Like, Bakugo goes without saying. Pre-character development Bakugo is just horrible. And then, All Might, kinda... There's, like, some arguments with, like, All Might and, Eraserhead about how they handled teaching certain things and how they tend to like prioritize, tend to like excuse a lot of Bakugo's actions. And All Might, I know, gets a lot of criticism over him like just going up to Izuku going, hey, by the way, your dream that you've had since you were a child is stupid and unrealistic and doomed to failure. Go get a real job, and then leaving him on a rooftop. Like a lot of it is just like people
some kind of electrical room.
reading a bit more into it than is there, and like
nasty shock over there.
One say, yeah, this is where we get the poltergeist page, by the way. But yeah, like I'm just talking about this in terms of like these are the reasons people hate on these characters, not that I agree with them most of the time. Okay, so avoid those. See if we could like sneak through. Gotta find where that where's the page here? Around here somewhere. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, so yeah, All Might, Eraserhead, there's like valid-ish stuff there. But like, not that I personally agree with, but I can see why people have issues with the behavior of some of those characters. But I like, and Monoma's another one where like I personally love him, but I can see where people find his attitude a bit much. Mineta is again goes without saying one, but the one that's like the why would you have this much hate for this character is I'm blanking on the name now. Shinso. Yeah, like some people really hate Shinso for some reason, and I don't know why. Actually no, I think I know why. I think part of it is like a reaction to fanfics that tend to like go the opposite direction and totally woobify him and like he's a precious little angel who was like wrongfully kept out of the hero course because the course is biased to favor people with combat quirks and like whitewashing his actual character flaws. But, like I think it's like part of it's like a reaction to that, but I know another big part of it I think is just that he was mean to Izuku once. And I'm willing to bet that's it. Like, that seems to be, like, the only reason I can come up with. Like he insulted Izuku. He said some dickish things once to, because he needed to make his quirk work.
Oh, you go first, Waggy.
Oh. That's the problem. Out of juice. Let's wiggle around here. But yeah, it's like, so for whatever reason, a lot of people seem to like go all in on they just do not like him. They have like Izuku just overreact to the stuff he says in the tournament, just absolutely beat the crap out of him or something. I've seen a couple that have him like, a couple really bad ones that have him like, okay, either he winds up in Class 1A either after the as just like timeline-wise, later on in the story, after the joint training stuff or whatever, or in some other cases, there's a couple that combines it with Eraserhead bashing and has like Aizawa deliberately rig the fitness test at the start of the series to expel Izuku so that he can that there's a spare slot to add Shinso into 1A. And so it's like there's a bunch. Yeah, for whatever reason, there's a bunch of fics that portray Shinjo as like, he's like, Aizawa's teacher's pet who gets away with everything because of favoritism and like whines about how hard done into he is, but doesn't actually like put any effort into his quirk ever and like uses his into training ever, and he like uses his quirk on his classmates for fun and just for personal benefit and all kinds of other awful nonsense like that. It's like, that just, whenever it's that, it's like, I just get this vibe of, oh, so you cannot tolerate anyone being not 100% friendly to your main character for any reason whatsoever.
Well done, Scoob.
Oh,
Scooby?
yoink.
Scooby! Raggy!
Alright. Guess we're doing a chase scene now. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Like, I'm trying to think if there's characters like that in some of the other fandoms I'm in. Like, I know... Like, I know Miraculous Ladybug has a ton of, like, bashing fics, so much that they made up their own name for them because they didn't want to call them bashing
Hey there.
Oh, hold
Shaggy,
on. Loud cutscene.
Did you see that walking suit of armor?
See it? Like it snatched up Scooby. We gotta save him.
Great. I'll catch it all on film.
Yeah, like if it doesn't catch us first.
Okay, but yeah, like I say, like, Miraculous Ladybug, I know there's a lot of bash fics for that. To the point where they made up their own name for them and they call them salt fics because there's just so many of them. But, like, I feel like that's one where it's hard to pin down one particular character where there's, like, no valid reason to hate on them because...
Oh man, you're a natural.
Like, I'm not saying I support it. I think, like, a lot of it is overblown, but at the same time, it's like... Most of the characters in Miraculous Ladybug have, at some point or another, done something done something that's, like, awful or obnoxious to a degree. That's just how that show is, unfortunately. And Ollie is the one who tends to get the worst, where they just take her the handful of times they like the fact that she gives Lila the benefit of the doubt so much that, and, like, doesn't, like, tends to point out that, like, hey, Meredith, it's hard to believe you on this because you do tend to, like, overreact because you get super jealous. Like, this is an established trait of yours at this point. But yeah, like, she tends to get just the worst. They get turned into a complete sycophant for Lila. I know, and then I'm trying to. And then there's Kim, who, like, ironically, he retroactively got more justified to, like, shit on, because, like, I was like, for a long time, I was like, oh yeah, he's kind of a jerk sometimes, it really doesn't seem reasonable that everyone hates on him so much, and then Derision aired, and I was like, yeah, you know what, fuck that guy, what the fuck? Like, he gave my girl actual PTSD, and just told the story years later like it was a funny anecdote. It was just, haha, this was, remember that time I made a girl, remember that time I made Marinette fall like 3 stories into a swimming pool covered in spiders. Yeah, but yeah, like, still, that, like, even so, I think it's like a key thing that just, he is a dumb fuck and does not understand that his actions are harmful. He is not intentionally malicious in that sense. So the stuff where he's like, or like the class bullying Lila fix where he just decides, yeah, I'm gonna teach Marinette to be nicer to Lila by beating the shit out of her for being mean to Lila. That's like, I think that's a bit far. And then yeah, like I said, it's like you can find reasons to really dump on anyone's behavior in that show. Like, Adrian does have, like, some serious nice guy tendencies, even if, again, I think he's just dumb and doesn't know any better. 1 second. I think I've read a handful of them in past, like, 1 or 2 in passing at some point, but, like, mostly ironically, I've mostly heard of them in, like other fics making fun of or criticizing those kinds of fics where he goes overboard. But I think I did read one really extreme one once where it was like where it was like, yeah, they, like, a bunch of the classmates, like, just went completely overboard and like beat her up and dumped her in the river and left her for dead or some nonsense like that. Like, this is a cartoon for 13-year-olds. Like, I know it's got some really fucking dark subject matter, like, just look at the Centamonster plot lines in Season 5, and everything Gabriel does, ever.
Like, I am scared.
But, like, you know what I mean. Yeah, so, But yeah, like, so Adrian's obviously got, like, the nice guy tendencies and tends to goof around a bit more than he should sometimes. Marinette's obviously, like, even she has an in-character, like, tragic backstory for it as of Season 5. It's like,
My brother's not gonna like this.
She does tend to get a bit crazy and stalkery sometimes. And then, of course, there's Chloe and Lila, who are... Like, Chloe is weird because, like, they did give her a redemption arc. Like, let's not pretend they didn't. They did very much give her one on purpose, and then people didn't like it because they wrote it badly and didn't have her, like, properly actually change or atone beyond, like, a couple one-offs in a couple episodes. And so, as a result of that, they just decided, no, actually, we never meant to give her a redemption arc. We always wanted her to be comically evil and just undid all her progress and doubled down on that. I'm trying to figure out how to get over to there. I probably got to go up through the aqueduct. Give me a second. Yeah. Oh yeah, and also Mrs. Bustier. Mrs. Bustier, obviously, she gets a ton of shit for not wholly unjustified reasons. Like, she does kind of, like, teach her a middle school class like she's a kindergartner. I can't crawl as Shaggy, so I'd need to find Scooby first, but give me a second here. Where's the... There should be food up here, too. Anyway,
Okay, now look nervous.
where was I? I've just been rambling this entire stream without really paying attention to the game, have I? I've just... Oh, look, oh, so that's how you... Never mind. Okay, so... Where was I? Well, maybe I can at least see from up here. Okay, so I gotta get down into there. Is there, like, a door in the fence somewhere I can get through? Yeah, oh, look, stream donation notice. Just a reminder, I am trying to help people here. So, like, no pressure, obviously, just gotta remember to advertise that when it pops up. You know how it be. Doing my best. Oh, okay, I see, I gotta push that.
You're a natural.
Like, thanks.
Anyway, yeah, I don't think there's really any one specific character who gets bashed a lot in Ladybug fanfic that doesn't have any valid reason for it. Like, there probably is somewhere, but I'd really have to think. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know, and with Worm, it's harder to pin down, too, because that's another one where most of the characters have some valid reason people might not like them, because it's very much like a story about, like, black and gray morality, where just everyone is some level of asshole, because you don't get powers without being some level of traumatized asshole. But, like, I think if I had to pick one that's like, if you really hate this character, it's probably not going to be a good fic. It'd have to be Piglet, right? Because, like, she's not a great character in the works, but she's generally, and particularly in, like, most of the fanfic, she's, like, a reasonable authority figure. She's Amanda Waller in a world where, except, like, 75% less awful, and in a world where it makes 100% sense to be ridiculously skeptical of and worried about heroes going off the rails. Oh, can I hit this button? Or did I already hit
Like
it?
it's broken.
Oh, I
Hey,
need...
it's missing a fuse and a gear. This motor is out of order, man.
Alright, gonna have to figure that out. Yeah, it's like, I feel like usually fics get a right kind of figure. It's like, she's an asshole, but she's a total hard ass, but she does generally come from a place of, I need to get these people to act responsibly and do a job that we do not have nearly the funding or resources to do. But yeah, any fic where there's like some that do put her in a more antagonistic role for often for reasons that like make sense within the context of the fic, but like Taylor presents a more like or whoever the main character is, presents a more direct threat to her, or just like to what she perceives as like the Order of Brockton Bay, or like
Okay, now look nervous.
has some very dangerous ability or something like that. Like, I feel like there's a couple fics that just go full in on just, yeah, she's just an awful bitch who hates superheroes for no good reason, and
Beautiful.
like, I feel like when that I feel like that's very dumb. And like, those are usually like bad power fantasy self-insert stuff. Oh, I got that. I didn't even mean to get that. Let me check my notes here. They have like the... Okay, so that's a... Yep. One second. Give me a second here. Okay, so we've got all the clues except the one that the game automatically gives us. No, when I've had items before, like keys, they show up on the pause screen. So at the very least, I've got that. Wait, what am I doing here?
Oh man, you're a natural.
I'm completely lost. Can't get in here. Oh, there's the... Oh, here we are.
Scooby! Raggy!
Alright, we gotta lift the cages.
Hi, chopped liver?
Chopped liver.
Walked into that one,
Shaggy,
Daphne.
look up there. There must be a way to use that crane to lift up Scooby's cage. Try to reach the control panel.
Alright, so, Oh, also, while I'm just sharing my opinions about, like, people shitting on certain fictional characters and in questionable fandoms, anyone who says Ironwood was right in Volume 7, get the fuck out. Like, I don't even really consider myself a RWBY fan anymore. I just have very strong opinions of that. Like this was not foreshadowed. Like, they were pretty... Sorry, where am I going? Not here. I'm just kind of wandering around while talking. But yeah, like, even Ironwood's theme song, which is a banger, by the way. Like, I've kind of soured on a lot of the RWBY soundtrack. It's, like, doesn't quite go as hard for me as it used to, but Hero is a banger, and I credit that sizably to Caleb Hyles. It was Caleb Hyles on that one, right? Sometimes I get him and Jonathan Young mixed up in my brain, but yeah, I think it was Caleb Hyles. But yeah, it's just... Yeah, it's just like, the lyrics to Hero very much, like, if you actually listen to them, they're like, very much like, about, yeah, I'm gonna save you, whether you want me to or not, and, like,
You're doing great.
Like, I will do all manner of horrible things in the name of what I perceive as saving you. Yeah, there's like there's like a weird number of people who are like, yeah, RWBY was wrong in Volume 7 because she should have just told Ironwood everything right at the start. And she's like exactly morally equivalent to Ozpin for hiding all that stuff from her. Or it was like, yeah, like, what possible reason could you think to have to think that Ironwood wouldn't take that information? That giving Ironwood that information right away without vetting him first might be bad. Like, it's not like any of Ozpin's other, like, trusted acquaintances found out Salem was immortal and then immediately switched sides. Like, that definitely wasn't an entire volume of plot. Okay. Where's the... I gotta consult my cheat sheet again. I've been rambling about fanfiction and got completely lost. This is either going to be a very interesting stream VOD or one of my worst. Let's see here. Oh, I see. It's like there's another area over here, I think. I think so. Am I? Let me see here. Okay, no, I see. It was back this way.
Okay, now looks scared.
I mean, it can't be worse than all the VODs that have 0 viewers. Like, there's definitely some VODs I've done where I didn't even release them because I thought they were that ass. But yeah, I thought this one was pretty fun, at least. Like, regardless of whether people actually enjoy listening to me ramble about bad fanfiction and fandom takes for an hour, I feel like I had fun, and that's what matters.
Oh man, you're a natural.
Like, thanks.
Do it again with feeling.
Okay. Well, we gotta go back to the...
Oh man, you're a natural.
Like, thanks.
Back this way. Yeah, I think we gotta take a door down there. Here we go. Oh yeah, like obviously. Yeah, like she is like one of the most hated characters in anime for a reason. Yeah, that... Personally, I still really fucking hate Vittoria. Stupid Deus Ex Machina chicken. Like a jet.
Like there's a valve handle missing here.
Like honestly, that's part of... Like, they're actually doing like a sporking of Shield Hero over on DOS Sporking to bring the... like, the schedule full circle. I don't really do much there anymore because, like, they've kind of moved away from the Harry Potter fandom for, again, very obvious and totally understandable reasons. And there aren't really a lot of other fandoms they cover there that I'm into. And they're doing a lot more, like, original works now that I'm not particularly interested in hearing about. But yeah, they're doing like what if Shield Hero there, where they're obviously like not very keen on it, especially with all the often discussed bad plot points. But like I got annoyed because like they actually just recently did little Victoria episodes when I poked my head in to see what the progress was a couple days back, and they're like fully agreeing with her that like, yeah, Naofumi should have just should have tried harder to convince them that he didn't do any crimes. And I'm like, the fuck did you expect him to do? Like, it's almost like Malty specifically chose a crime that, like, is very hard to conclusively prove or disprove. And that it's almost like the entire court system was rigged against him, and he, like, delivers a big stuff that was like, everyone would be rightfully very prejudiced against him for being accused of, and that, because, like, obviously, yeah, regardless of what one fictional woman in a mediocre anime does, believe women when they talk about that shit. It's like, I'm not gonna say there aren't cases where, like, someone makes it up, but, like, the vast majority. Like, if you're looking for attention, there are easier and less life-destroying ways to get it. If you're looking for revenge, there are easier and less life-destroying ways to get it. Like, anyway, serious tangent aside, it's like, yeah, like, what the fuck was he supposed to do? But yeah, they've been going for a while now. Just the original mods aren't as active there anymore. I've actually accidentally written some stuff for them there. They're not like a full spork, ironically enough. I got approved to be a sporker, and the approval came in right before I switched from my, like, substitute teaching job that gave me really flexible hours and a ton of time to write to my current, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week job that does not give me nearly that freedom. Oh, right, I forgot I can just nab these guys now. I should do that. Give me a second here. I'll go back down and do that in a second. Yeah. I could do that. I just forgot I had their page already. I can never quite avoid those. But yeah, it's like... So I had, like, a couple planned, but I never got around to having the actual free time to do them, unfortunately. But yeah, previously I have, like, contributed a bunch of my own stuff in, like, comments, particularly on, like, the Sporky of Partially Kissed Hero, which is, like, a really infamously horrible Harry Potter fanfic. I did a lot with that one. And... oh yeah, I also, actually helped another person. Before I got, like, formally approved, I collaborated with another sporker, I think Radio Star, on, a sporking of a really bad Naruto Bleach crossover fic. Good times. But yeah, unfortunately that's behind me now. It's like... just kind of lost the appeal at some point. But yeah, I know I was thinking, like, I was gonna do... or, like, 2 I was considering doing one of back when I, like, first got approved, but before I found out, oh, I'm not actually going to have the time to do them. There's, like, one that was, a worm fanfic by the same... out of batteries, damn it. There's a worm fanfic by the same guy as the aforementioned horrible Harry Potter fanfic. And then the, other one was... like, you've probably heard me rant about it before in the past, Jiro, but it was this, like, god-awful, 12-episode light novel adaptation called Do You Love Your Mom and Her 2-Hit Multi-Target Attacks. It's like... it's supposed to be like a haha, silly, funny parody isekai anime. And it's actually like the first couple episodes are already kind of like, oh, this is bad, and this is bad, but it's not, like, outrageously bad. It just kind of sucks, and there's some stuff in here that I can understand why my one friend who just does... my one friend who has had, like, issues with, like, an overbearing, narcissistic mother was really triggered by it. And then I got to episode 3, and it's just... oh, this is just straight-up abuse apologia. Like, this is the main... the major character who are expected to consider good and nice and correct is, oh, right, gotta refuel. It's just out here telling the victim of, like, a hideous and neglectful mother that, like, yeah, what your mom did with you was bad, but you also hurt her by running away, so I'm gonna take you to her and you have to apologize. And, like, the whole thing proceeds like that. It's just awful. Like all the more I'm gonna say on the matter is, like, I know people like that one for some reason, to some extent, but I guarantee you, if... like, I'm not even sure where I'm going at this point, honestly. Oh, this is an entirely new area.
Okay, now look nervous.
Like, I am nervous.
Okay, hold on. I swear there was, like, one around here somewhere. I don't think I go there yet. I think the guide I'm looking at says I need to get a fuse. It's like, all I'm going to say more of the do you love your mom and her 2-hit multi-target attacks thing is just, I genuinely believe that if you showed Momoko Kill la Kill, she would say that Ryuko and Satsuki need to apologize to Ragyo. And they need to, like, get back together and be a big happy family again. But yeah, let me just refuel here. Maybe this is where I need to refuel. I hope not. Yeah, there was definitely something up that ladder I'm supposed to do, I think. Man, it's been a while. It's been a while since I actually, like, sat down and watched an anime that just for fun. I don't really watch as much anymore. Like, part of the problem is I'm a big manga reader, so I don't watch a lot of the big anime because I've already read it. And also because, like, I'm a One Piece fan, and the One Piece anime pacing is ass, so... What am I even looking for up here? There's gotta be something I'm looking for up here, right? Says there's a button up here I'm supposed to find and press, I think. Sorry. Of course, the 1 second I look away to get some water. I swear the hitboxes on that thing are insane. It looks like I need to get over there, but how do I? Yeah, so, yeah, mostly I read manga instead of watching anime these days. Like, obviously One Piece is peak. Oh, here it is. How did I miss this? There we go. That's what I get for talking about anime the whole time. Like, various fandoms. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, One Piece is peak, obviously. Remains peak. Apparently a lot of people these days think it is not political, and those people are stupid. Sakamoto Days. I don't care what anyone's saying about the anime for that. That is one of the best manga of, like, the last decade. Like, every single action scene is more brilliantly insane than the last, and I love it. Also, Chainsaw Man, which is also every single scene is more brilliantly insane than the last, but for very different reasons. It is wonderful, and it causes me constant emotional damage to a frightening degree. Oh, Itchy the Witch is another great one that I've been enjoying. Trying to think if there's anything. I still need to actually get caught up on Spy X Family. I almost said, like, Spy Family, like the way you're supposed to pronounce Hunter x Hunter, but that I don't pronounce Hunter x Hunter because I hate Hunter x Hunter and I know that pronouncing the X annoys Hunter x Hunter fans. But yeah, Spy X Family was good, and I liked it. I don't think I ever properly finished. Probably got more than a couple episodes in. Yeah, it's looking like we're not going to get into level 3 this time. Let me just double check my notes again here.
Do it again with feeling. You're doing great.
Hold on, did I, 1 second, I gotta check something. Darn it, I missed the eggs. They were back up there. I need to go get the eggs.
You're doing.
It says they're, near the filming guy. I think they're back down here, actually. Yeah, I think the Egyptian area is where we get the mummy page, at least. Fittingly enough. Oh, lordy, this is... gameplay for this one's gonna be a mess. But again, I had fun and hopefully was entertaining for a while, and that's what counts. It's like, honestly, I think this is for the best because, basically, like, one of my things that I feel like I struggle with as a streamer is, like, talking about stuff spontaneously and not just being all about the game all the time. Right now it's like, here. Planks on a lap. Here we are, I think. Yeah, I think I struggle with, like, being spontaneous and, like, talking about things and not just talking about what I'm doing in the game. There we go. Eggs. And so I think this is going to help with that, at least. It's like, yay, I can ramble about stuff and hopefully be entertaining about it instead of just talking about what I'm doing in the game. I think it's easier on games like this where they don't necessarily require as much brain power. Yeah, I think this will be a fun one to continue. I definitely want to see the end of this one. Like I said, I've been in like once, maybe twice before. I can't remember exactly. So, I'm not hugely concerned about the plot, and let's be honest, the plot isn't winning any BAFTAs. Anyway, did I tell you guys that Death Battle assigned me homework this month? I probably mentioned it at like a stream intro or something. But yeah, it's like next Death Battle is going to be Dante from the Devil May Cry series, as seen in Shin Megami Tensei, versus Clive Rossfield from Final Fantasy XVI. And yeah, the thing is, I've been wanting for a long time to play Final Fantasy XVI. I didn't play it when it first came out because I don't own a PS5 and I'm not going to, or at least I have no intention of getting one in the near future. But what's this do? Ooh, that's what that does.
Make way!
Yeah, you might have noticed in that cutscene there was like a little fragment of something visible
Like piece of cake.
behind the boulder, so we're gonna come back around for that.
Getting that sinking feeling.
But it was like, so I've wanted to play Final Fantasy 16 for a while, I just never got around to it after it got ported to PC. Oh, I'll wait for Shaggy to say his piece.
Or maybe not.
Okay, and now we run. And pull lever. But, Yeah, so now I have 1 month, probably closer to 2 weeks now, to beat Final Fantasy 16 before I get completely spoiled on Final Fantasy 16. Hold on. Did I get the page when I wasn't looking? Because, like, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, I guess I did. Wasn't paying attention, and now I have the mummy page. That's what I got for being a dum-dum and talking about stuff. But yeah, so I got... Long story short, I got 2 weeks to beat Final Fantasy 16, or else my, or else I get spoiled by Death Battle.
Like the magic's gone.
It's what? Okay, so where's the, thingy that I can get stuff from? Not here. Okay, so you don't get to jump up and run around if you're playing as Shaggy. Good to know.
That looks scared.
Like, I am scared.
But yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it, actually. Like, got some really cool themes story-wise, and I'm actually almost at the end. I'm probably gonna get bogged down in, like, late-game side quest stuff. You know how it goes with RPGs, even action RPGs. Yeah, I think I've got, like, 3 main story missions left going off the guide I'm using. And yes, I am using a guide because I don't like missing things when I'm playing big 70-hour RPGs, and I want to get all the content in one playthrough if I can.
Like, I am nervous.
It's like
piece of cake. Uh-oh, like I'm getting that sinking feeling.
Right, and now we gotta make our way through here.
Zoinks! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up. Can I get you a coffee or something? Or maybe not.
Hold on a second. Let me just check something here.
Okay, that looks scared.
Okay, so I didn't get... So I got the mummy page somewhere in there. And that's where I got lost. Oh, now there's more of them.
Excellent.
Oh, here it is on the bridge. That explains it. I'm dumb.
You're not going anywhere, Bandage Face.
Do it again with...
All right, man.
Alright, and now we gotta sneak back across the bridge to refuel.
Oh man, you're a natural.
Like that?
Yeah, that is a ridiculously huge range on the stomp. You basically gotta be at max distance from them at all times. Oh, darn it. Screwed up again. Gotta pay more attention to that button prompt. Okay.
You're not going anywhere, Bandage Face.
Mash, 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 mash! Darn it! Wrong button. I got confused because PlayStation controls. I use like a Xbox style controller for this, so I was thinking, oh, X button, that's the one on the left. And that is not it. That is the square button, Gavin, you dum-dum. Alright.
Zoinks! Like, couldn't they be filming a musical or something?
Now, thanks to the health mechanics, I guess it's here that we see our first glimpses of Ultra Instinct Shaggy in the game. Or the first glimmer of potential, because, oh, we gotta open that. Where's the switch for that? Probably around here somewhere. Yeah, you can see that, being hit with a swinging blade of death scares him. Oh, I see. We gotta... It's probably gonna be on a time limit, isn't it?
Okay, that looks scared.
Like, I am scared.
Yep, there we go. As expected. Took a couple hits. Okay. Ah, god damn it. Okay, so there's a lot of damage to be taken here.
Like piece of cake. Uh-oh, like a...
Okay, so we can at least skip the cutscene.
Like, I am nervous.
Okay, now look nervous.
Like, I am nervous. Come here,
Okay,
fellow.
I think all you have to do is return the slab. Wait, wrong cartoon dog fighting monsters.
Groovy.
Okay, now look nervous.
Like, I am nervous.
Yeah, the repetitive voice clips from the director are really getting on my nerves. Jesus Christ, what is the range on that stomp attack? And considering how much I loved, like, Goosebumps and Courage the Cowardly Dog as a kid, I'm surprised it took me as long as it did to get super into horror. I guess part of the delay is that I was not allowed to read Goosebumps or watch Courage the Cowardly Dog as a kid after a while because my mom parents enjoyed banning everything I enjoyed for being inappropriate for children.
Zoinks! Like, couldn't they be filming a musical or something?
It's like she like Goosebumps was like good for a while, then I guess she decided I was like too obsessed with them or having too much fun with them or something, and so I wasn't allowed to read them anymore. And then Courage the Cowardly Dog was just, she saw the episode with like the zombies who pretend to be filming a movie so that they can like eat Muriel and Eustace or whatever was going on with that plot line. And that was it. I wasn't allowed to watch that one anymore. I'm amazed I got away with that as long as I did. Like, you would not believe the kind of stuff I got banned from for being inappropriate for children when I was a kid. Like, there was one time where I was like reading a kid's book about a talking crocodile, where I was having it read to me, and got to the point where like someone sent the crocodile hate mail that said, "I hate you," and my mother refused to read me the word hate and closed the book and wouldn't let us read it ever again. Like, it was... Like, to their credit, they'll be the first to tell you that mistakes were made, but... Yeah, it was not a fun childhood in some respects. But, yeah, Goosebumps is incredible, and actually, one of my proudest possessions as an adult is that I own the entire Give Yourself Goosebumps series of books. Like, I have physical copies of all of them. That was like one of the first big purchases I made when I started having... Oh, I don't want to be here. That was one of the first big purchases I made when I started having, like, discretionary income from working at Burger King. It's like I found the whole set on eBay. So I've got all 42 books, and all 8 special editions, and I have read all of them cover to cover. I love that series so much. Probably I want to kind of digitize them in some format at some point if I can, because like they're fragile old books from the 90s and just. And so, like, I'm afraid to read them without them falling apart. But, yeah, great series. I love that because it's like, those were the peak of Choose Your Own Adventure books because nothing made any goddamn sense. It was, like, all batshit insane adventure game logic where you had there were no clues 90% of the time. You just had to guess what seemingly logical option would kill you. Like, I've talked about one of these before on stream, but there's one in particular, Zapped in Space, I think it is, where, like, if you go to the virtual reality game plot, if you go to the sci-fi plot line, This is gonna be wild because... I'll interrupt my tangent to answer you for a second. But this is gonna be wild pick for me, probably, but... Like, the one that kind of has, like, the... wins out on nostalgia value for me, just because it was the first one I've ever read, even though it was objectively, like, one of the worst ones, was Egg Monsters from Mars. Like, it's nowhere near one of the better books, I just have nostalgia for it, because it was the first one I read. Haunted School is a legendary one, even though it comes, like, really late into the original series run. Like, there's so many of those books where I'm just, like, blown away at what the kind of content they just got away with. Like, especially the Give Yourself Goosebumps books, because, like, I tell you, the best of the Give Yourself Goosebumps books, by far, number 12, Welcome to the Wicked Wax Museum, and that has some of the most insane deaths in the entire series. Like, there's one end where you're like there's like one of the paths is you're like the villain is like, her like face was melted off in a house fire or something, and so she has like a fake wax face, and she's trying to like remove the... Oh yeah, that was fun. But yeah, she's like trying to remove the faces of the main character kids so that she can have their face instead of hers. And so there is like an ending where just like you get your face removed and it's just like a blank lump of wax left there in its place.
Okay, now look scared.
But there's a really wild one where like you can crash during one of the chase sequences if you decide to like ride on a little cart. And if that happens, you wake up and like apparently you ruined your face, so she's keeping you for spare parts. So like all of your like facial features are like preserved and conscious and dangling from strings in a dark room, and you realize this because you realize one of your eyeballs is looking into the other eyeball. It is like far and away one of the wildest things R.L. Stine has ever gotten away with. Like, there were so many good ones. I feel like I could name some of my favorite Give Yourself Goosebumps more than I could name the regular ones. Like, Curse of the Creeping Coffin, that is another incredible one. Like, I love that one.
You're doing great.
I gotta remember how to actually get back up to the thing. Not this one, it's the aqueduct, so I gotta go over there. Oh yeah, he got away with all kinds of stuff. He got away with explosive decompression in book 2. You get thrown out the airlock and you explode. Oh yeah, I will say one of my favorite endings from the second book in that series is like... It's just... your malfunctioning time machine takes you to some like... weird, evil future schoolhouse where you have to answer... If you answer a question wrong or misbehave, you get framalized, and they never explain what a framalizer or framalization is. It's just... Oh well, they just... It's just like you go in a cabinet and then flashing lights happen, and then whoever went in that cabinet is not there anymore. Wait, no, it's down there, I think. Is it? No, I think it's across here.
Stay in the frame.
But, yeah, so yeah, if you get the question wrong in that one, which I think is like a Goosebumps trivia question, because he loved making you answer Goosebumps trivia questions to progress, you get framalized. It's just, it never ever elaborates on what getting framalized means. It's just a funny word, and I love it. Yeah, I was gonna say, hold on, cutscene.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo! There you go, Scoob.
Aw, that's so touching. Now go find my key. Shaggy, look out!
Zoinks indeed. Yeah, you see, this is different from the night in the first ever Scooby-Doo episode because he's red instead of black. Completely different. Also, what is the audio mixing? Some of these cutscenes are way louder than the others. You fool, you've fallen for one of the classic blunders. Yeah, he's on a movie set instead of in a museum. That's two entirely different locations that start with moo sounds.
Way to go, Scoob! I bet you he won't be showing his face around here anytime soon.
Funny you should say that, Shaggy.
Zoinks. Well, will you look at that? Like I think we just found ourselves a clue.
But yeah, I think that's actually... Let me check the case file here. Like, as soon as we find Velma, that's everything. Yep, all the stuff, all the sandwich ingredients, we're good. Now we can proceed to finish this level. Anyway, it looks like we need to capture all the mummies to proceed. So let's get on that. Get out here, King Tut, and fight me like a man. Alright, is she still in there? I forgot.
Jeepers, what happened?
Like the Red Knight just brought down half the Roman Empire.
Shaggy, please tell me you've got the key.
Well, actually...
Well, don't just stand there. Go get it.
Okay, find the key. Wherever that is. Let me check my other notes real quick. I'm taking too long and I want to figure this out before I go. Nope. It's like near the stuff that got knocked over or something.
Okay, now look nervous.
Shut up!
I am nervous.
Alright, where was I? Okay, so yeah, I was gonna... Way back, like 3 or 4 tangents ago, I know I was gonna say, one of the choices that always sticks out in my mind is how much you had to completely abandon logic to win it, give yourself goosebumps. It's like, zapped in space, you're like, there's a section where you're stranded on like an alien planet and you're stuck in this like killer lizard alien's house and you have to, and you're trying to, it's like advancing on you and about to kill you and you have to pick a weapon. You can choose to either use a sword, which you know how to use because it's a pointy stick.
Excellent.
Or you can use a weird ray gun that is hanging up on the wall and that, like, your character actively states they do not know how to use. So, if you pick the sword, you cut off the lizard's head, and it turns out it can regrow heads like lizards can, presumably, according to R.L. Stein's research. And so it grows back its head and it kills you and then it's game over. However, hold on, we already did this one. I see, we gotta go through here.
Like, come back quickly, Scoob, and bring me back a sandwich, would you?
But yeah, there we go. But yeah, so thing is with, if you pick the laser gun, then your character doesn't know how to work it, and you completely break it and it shatters into pieces on the floor, and the alien lizard laughs at you in your dumb face, and then it goes to kill you, and it trips on, like, the parts, trips on, like, a ball bearing that came out of the laser gun when it exploded, and falls over and gives you time to get away and find a way to actually kill it. And then I think also on that route is like an alien goo monster that is like made of jam and you have to kill it by eating it or something. Yeah, those books go some wild places and it's very fun. But yeah, those were like... Goosebumps was like a great introduction to horror for kids. That's like why I roll my eyes whenever someone complains about how like stuff like mascot horror is ruining horror by making it marketable to children. Like, no, I want this. I want them to I want them to get introduced to it so they can appreciate this wonderful genre once they're old enough for the really mature stuff. It's like, it's always been like this. Like, before...
Here you go, Daphne.
Finally.
You're welcome.
Before Five Nights at Freddy's, it was Goosebumps. Before Goosebumps, it was Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Before Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, it was actual campfire stories and stuff.
Now let's go find the others.
A good idea. I'll go with you. Meanwhile, you can take care of those mummies.
Mummies? What's he talking about? Yikes!
Up. Surprise fight time. But, yeah, where was I? Yeah, that's actually valid because, like, Night of the Living Dummy, surprisingly messed up. And it's like the book is like the dummy wants to force these 8 to 10-year-old girls to be his slaves, and to do that he ruins their lives by like gaslighting them and like doing horrible things and framing them for them because no one believes the dummy's gonna do it. The inanimate dummy is doing it. Like, honestly, I think Slappy reminds me a lot of a character from a certain original work of mine that's been in the works, and Shiro, I do not think I need to specify who I'm referring to. But also, funny thing about Night of the Living Dummy, though, is like, when you get right down to it, it has like the same kind of twist as Friday the 13th, in that like, the first one isn't even the iconic monster. Like, Slappy's in the first one, but he's not the living dummy. It's like an entirely different dummy named Mr. Wood, who's never mentioned again. Like, never mentioned again, so we can presume he died for real at the end of the book when he gets, like, run over by a steamroller. But yeah, after that, it was all Slappy all the time. Even though he had basically the same shtick as Mr. Wood, where you would, like... And it was also fun, because he was, like, an insult comic, so every book you'd get, like, a thing where someone tries to use the ventriloquism W to show, and Slappy just roasts the hell out of the entire audience to, like, an absurdly vicious degree.
I got a mummy!
Yeah, it's like... It's no wonder he's, like, the iconic villain for the franchise. Hey, get back out here, I need to exercise you.
That's a feisty one!
So that's the game we're playing, huh? Fine, you stay over there, I'm not paying attention. Oh yeah, like, I forget the name of the guy who did the Goosebumps cover art, but he's a legend. Okay, wait for him to lure him in by being without the book. Lure him away from the casket. Nope. Get back here, bitch! Ah, dang it, screwed up again. Got him. Alright, now where's the generator? Because I need more of this. 1 second, gotta blow my nose again. Tim Jacobus, yeah, that was the name. Yeah, absolute legend, that one. Some truly iconic art. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like, there's definitely issues with mascot horror as a genre. But I think there's stuff to appreciate there. Like Five Nights at Freddy's, whatever, like, the creator may be donating his money to, is like, it is the OG for a reason. It is legitimately pretty good at what it does, even if, like, it kind of probably should have objectively ended with Pizzeria Simulator and, like, the connection terminated speech, of course. Poppy Playtime is like, I haven't really checked that one out myself since Chapter 1, It's like it kind of got turned off by the creators going full NFT bro. But, great. So this is how we're playing it again. But yeah, like, I remember Chapter 1, like, it looked really good. There's, like, an actually really scary chase scene. It was, like, as embarrassing, as cringe as it probably is to say the name Huggy Wuggy out loud. It's like, yeah, that's what a mascot horror monster should look like. It's, like, that perfect thing for, like, a middle ground where it's, like, okay, this is fucked up enough to be a scary monster for adults, but its design is, like, and at the same time, it could just be a creepy mascot intended for children in-universe. Like, that's the whole thing, was like Five Nights at Freddy's started as a character originally intended for children that came off creepier than intended. Then, of course, like, the other one that I know, like, Bendy the Ink Machine, I've heard is actually super good. My Friendly Neighborhood I played on stream, and that one's like, I wasn't into it when I first saw the demos, and that's incredible. And, of course, like, Amanda the Adventurer, that's, like, the very first stream game I ever did. But yeah, like, I mean, I feel like that's the thing, is, like, you don't see the sharp teeth in the normal design. That's, like, that's when it's being scary. Like, in the normal design, it's just, like, a big, goofy, smiling face. Like, that's how it kind of does that. Yeah, where was I? Okay, and then... Yeah, funnily enough, I think Amanda the Adventurer 3 is coming out, and that's going to be, like, the final one, so I'm definitely going to be putting that on the stream roster when it drops. I think it said, like, a November release date, but I can't quite remember. But... And aside from that, of course, I still need to catch up with the latest game, but you could not talk about... You don't have me ramble about mascot horror slop without me bringing up my all-time favorite, absolute dumpster fire of a game franchise, Garden of Banban. Like, that is, like... I feel like that needs to be studied, because that's, like... It started out as, like, it was very transparently, like, a kind of mediocre cash grab of a game, where it was just... Yeah, like, the first chapter was free, but it was, like, very clearly, like... we already have the merch store up, we're just banking on you guys, enjoying this enough to spend money on the next chapter and on our merchandise. And then, like, second chapter was just kind of silly, and I think from then on, they started getting more and more self-aware. It's like, basically by the time it hits its stride, it's the Birdemic of mascot horror. It's an absolute train wreck. And it's like, honestly, once it really gets going, it's like one of the rare times where the creators figured out that people were ironically enjoying their game, decided to keep to that energy of, like, trying to deliberately make it so bad it's good, and had it actually work out. Like, in most of the subsequent games I've seen, they kept that vibe. It's like, are they good games? No, objectively, no. The gameplay is just a mishmash of just whatever the brothers who made the game, that I forget their names because it's been so long, or those guys were, like, thinking would be cool to add at the moment. It's like, there's no coherence. It's just every new section is like a new different game with different mechanics beyond just avoid the scary monster. But it's so, like, it's the writing, it's like, and, like, the goofy character designs, it's so fun and charming, and, like, I will say, whatever you think of it, they did not deserve the amount of insane hatred they got on Twitter over it. Like, people were calling them, like, the death of the mascot horror, of the entire mascot horror genre, and, like, sending them death threats and hate mail, and that's horrible. Like, even if the games had actually been that bad, but, like, yeah, no. Like, I unironically think Garden of Banban is, like, is it a good game? No. Is it an experience someone should, like, at least watch a playthrough of it at some point in their lives, because it's just to see what it's like? Yes, absolutely. Like, I think one day, if I ever get, like, if if I ever get, like, a decent number of followers and, like, consistent viewers and chatters, I should do, like, a ban-ban-a-thon where I just, like, a Halloween marathon or something where I have to just sit down and play all of the ban-ban games back to front. And then just... But, yeah, I think that could be fun. It's like, I know there's a new one that came out after... A new one or two that came out that I still need to check out. I think I kind of fell off after, I forget which one I stopped... which one I never got back to checking out the series after, because, like, the numbering gets weird at some point. Like, I think they skipped 5 entirely and went straight to 6 and 7, and then they went back and did 0. There's, like, a prequel, and then I think they went to 8. But, yeah, no, I'm not crazy enough to play them in reverse order. Like, they're barely comprehensible in the correct order. Yeah, I will say one thing I love about, like, the world building in that setting, aside from it being just absolutely bonkers, is just that Ban-Ban is probably one of the funniest concepts for a mascot monster ever, partly because he's actually actually helpful most of the time. He's one of the good guys. And the other part of it is just, his lore is, he's essentially a monster that thinks he's just a regular dude. Like, he's made from the DNA of one of the scientists working on these weird, like, subterranean kindergarten mascot experiments, and so he inherited the genetic memories of the dude. And so what that amounts to is just, he thinks he's just a regular dude that all of his coworkers started, like, putting in a glass cage and giving weird looks for some reason. It's just, like, he's, like, weirdly hilarious. Especially because he has just such, like, a normal dude voice. Anyway, we just, you can actually look at those clues now.
This looks like a receipt for a bottle of expensive cologne from a big department store. This is a crumpled picture of Earl Milton. It looks like someone doesn't like him. These look like mummy bandages from a fake mummy. These are too new to be the real thing.
Oh, so there's fake mummies and real mummies. I forgot that was the thing.
This is a picture of some kind of Western-themed amusement park.
Ah, land development. The age-old villain of Scooby-Doo.
This oversized helmet was probably used in the Milton's medieval epic. It smells like expensive cologne. This oversized...
Alright, let's see. Where do we go here?
Scooby, Shaggy, there you are.
Up here's the boss battle.
I told them all about your cool rescue skills. Don't worry, it's all in here. Real dynamite stuff.
So, did you two find any clues?
Way to go, guys! At least we know there's someone inside that armor.
Meanwhile, Doug has disappeared.
That's interesting.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you suggesting...
I'm not suggesting anything. What else did you find?
Well, we did find more pages from the Tome of Doom.
Chinkies! Shaggy, Scooby, do you guys realize what this means?
Like it means we're starving. We're so hungry, we're down to eating props.
I feel like I have not been paying attention to the game for this entire stream.
Jeepers!
Don't worry, gang. I've got a plan. Okay, let's run through this one more time. You guys find the knight and trick him into running after you. Then I'll open the drawbridge, and he'll follow you into the sci-fi set. Daphne, Velma, and Earl will take it from there. Any questions?
Yeah, do we have to?
Why are you two scared? This time you know that it's a fake monster.
And like that's supposed to make me less scared? Who goes running around in a suit of armor?
Come on,
Actual
guys,
fair
you'll
point
do
from Shaggy
fine.
there. Right, we're loading. Oh, I forgot he's got like a bag over his head in this part because Because you stole his helmet. I thought there was more of a lead up to the chase, but guess not. But yeah, this is like the quote-unquote boss fight for the level. Oh, guess he got close enough to scare us somehow.
Doesn't he ever get tired?
You can't get away.
Yeah, he's a one-hit instant meter deplete if you,
Oh man, the bridge doesn't he ever get tired?
They're saying the lines of the cutscene, that's not good.
Prepare for defeat.
Zoinks! Keep running, Scoob! Run faster, Scoob!
Yeah, so, this is the boss fight for the level. Your job is to run away from him, and he, instantly wipes out your health if you, get too close. And he does a funny little dance if things fall down in front of him, I guess. Traps keep just barely missing him.
Faster, Scoob! He's right behind us!
But yeah, you basically just need to, the health meter is basically just you running around stalling him until Fred gets his shit together. Not really a boss fight, just an extended running section. I'm not sure why he pauses at the swings. When the things swing down at him when they're like a mile ahead of him. But yeah, you could like, if you remember the guy from the very start of the level, you can tell who this is. He's very clearly doing like the same Johnny Bravo voice. Hassle in the Castle, that would be a great name for something.
You can run, but you cannot hide.
Run, Raggy! One more lap!
March.
That's
Like, doesn't he ever get
going off
tired?
on another random tangent. It's like one of these days I gotta figure out why it is that like gotta like figure out how to put into words why it is that, like everyone agrees Johnny Bravo is hilarious but Pepe Le Pew is awful. Like I think the way I describe it is like with like a Pepe Le Pew short, it's like the woman's suffering is the joke. Like it's never at his expense. He's like just pursuing this lady unwantedly, and her freaking out and going to all these lengths to avoid the skunk guy is the joke. And whereas like with Johnny Bravo, him being an asshole and getting beat up for it is the joke. Like the joke is you're not supposed to act like that. It's at the expense of that kind of like macho dude. And also, you know, he has like actual redeeming characteristics aside from how he acts with women. And Fred's not a dumbass, he just messes stuff up sometimes.
Scooby-Doo!
Like messing up traps was something he did all the time with the original show. And I think this was pre What's New Scooby-Doo. I'd have to look it up, but this might be before even traps, but working with traps became his main thing in What's New Scooby-Doo.
Let's see who's under that helmet, box.
Robert Zabrinsky. I should have known that cat was up to no good.
Zabrinsky's a fun name to say.
Must have sent him pages from the Tome of Doom to scare away your cast and crew.
Knowing that this would force you to sell.
And I would have gotten away with it, too, if it hadn't been for you meddling kids and your pesky dog.
How did you figure it out?
Well, Shaggy and Scooby's clues steered us in the right direction, but the real clincher was the helmet. Its oversized shape was perfect for the image-conscious Zabrinsky, who could wear it without messing up his impeccable hair.
But what about my bro?
And over here!
Oh, there's our mommy. Really?
Zabrinsky ambushed me and wrapped me in these. You scoundrel! Have you any idea how much these mummy costumes cost? That was some great detective work, even better than in The Big Nap or Death on the Rhine. Say, have any of you ever thought of being in pictures?
Stomach's growling, that's not good.
You'd make a great damsel in distress.
Well, now
You don't
that you
say.
mention it.
What about me?
I'm hiring.
Well, we
I'm
always
I'm
need
open for.
writers.
And what about us? Like him we
Hire
do
me,
the
Mr.
catering?
Director Man.
Actually, I had something better in mind. And action!
Like, isn't this the best of happy endings, Scoob, old pal? Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
I love that there is an actual canon Scooby-Doo and Johnny Bravo crossover. And that, like, and also as a result of that, I think are like people who ship Velma and Johnny because, like, that's one of, like, the jokes of the episode in that crossover is, like, he's hitting on Daphne while Velma's hitting on him, and it's... Funnily enough, you know who apparently people ship Johnny Bravo with? Because, like, I was looking up stuff on, like, Tumblr and found, like, a ton of fan art for it. Samurai Jack. Which is, like, I've heard it's a great show. I've never actually watched it. I remember mostly just thinking, wow, that guy looks a lot like Professor Utonium. But, yeah, apparently surprisingly amount of Johnny Bravo Samurai Jack ship art. Like, not judging. I can kind of see the appeal. I like both characters. I assume I'd like Samurai Jack if I'd seen the show. Oh, yeah, that whole episode's brilliant. Well, show is brilliant, honestly. Like, it's still up. Hold on a second.
No, just stay where
I'm actually gonna... Give me a second here.
you are and wait for...
Gonna pause the emulator here, because I think we're done for the day. Yep, so, yeah, that was the first two... rambling aside, that was the first two levels of Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. Oh yeah, Grey Delisle's in this, obviously. I think she still played... Didn't she still play Daphne at this point? Yeah. But yeah, that was the first two levels of that. Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to say about Johnny Bravo is that one of the other wild crossovers they did for me is, like, they brought the guy from Schoolhouse Rock on and basically did an episode where he was doing songs about, like, teaching Johnny to be a pickup artist. And, like, how to fake being nice to women to get their affection. And then at the end of the episode, Johnny, like, outs him for being a scumbag in front of all the women because he's mad that he keeps fucking it up. And the dude gets beaten up. And it's hilarious. It's ironically, that episode really did just explain a generation before that even became pickup artists were even really a thing. It was like, this is what this type of person is like. They are the scum of the earth. Do not give them the time of day. Yeah, I know they had, like, all sorts of, like, funny crossovers on that show. Like, I remember there was another one they had, like, Donny Osmond as Johnny's babysitter for a while, and he was just, like, obnoxiously sunshiny, and Johnny hated him and spent the entire episode trying to find ways to get rid of him. They did, like, a whole 3-episode set that was, like, a Twilight Zone parody, and that all was great. But, yeah, anyway... Oh yeah, I figured weird. I remembered all those people being... Yeah, Don Knotts was in everything back in the day. Like, he was in Scooby-Doo all the time. Heck, he's actually in, like, the previous Scooby-Doo video game, Night of 100 Frights, the platformer one that everyone loves. Though I think he's never actually named there as Don Knotts like he usually is. He's just the groundskeeper or something. Yep, so that being said, that's going to be it today. I had a very different from usual stream vibe, very talkative. I'm going to try to keep that up, hopefully, because it's fun. Thank you very much for being my sounding board through this whole thing, Shiro. It was amazing having you here, and thank you very much for helping me, like, spout off about my weird special interests in 50 different fandoms for 3 hours straight. Always glad to have you on. Let's see if there's anyone nearby we can raid. Just give me a second here. I know I saw Tina streaming earlier. She's probably done by now. Up, she's still on, playing a game I have never heard of, but I wish I could have gone while she was doing Home Safety Hotline. But yeah, let's drop in on her. But, yep, should be good to go soon. That being said, thank you all for coming along on this little adventure. Gonna try and play more of this next week. Hope you have a great time. And a great night. Hope to see you on Saturday, too, for the end of Toy Story 2. And might have to figure out another game to stream in that time slot, too. Alright then, thank you very much. Bye!